I'm the leader, the Iron Man, the ninth one, you know who I am. Blades find a mark and my mind is sharp. My psionics tell you our minds are hells apart. Straightforward and honest, I'm no soothsayer, worth no more than 900. My destiny is ahead, never afraid to confront it. I'll keep everyone safe even if I won't make it. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing up courage, our time is now. Our Lord is boundless and together we stand proud. Proud. Big man, big heart, rage and control. Proud father, wisdom with age, never selfish, never cold. Knock you out with these fists, fall to the floor. Prefer peace, don't test me, I'll even the score. Brute strength to silence enemies, they'll fall. A peaceful soul, don't hesitate to grow. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing up courage, our time is now. Our Lord is boundless and together we stand proud. Proud. Shiny the cat's out of the bed, middle mate can be called ironclad. No cat and mouse, but with my prey I'll play a support animal, yeah. I'm your steel defender, no scratches on this cat, no sleek and slender, no attitude like men. I'm tired of you, so talk to my creator now. The shadows gather as I walk in shadow elf, but I hate my kin. Take your inventor, I always have the tools for the job. Rules never tidy, kind of a slob. Sleep is for the weak, so I'll never catch a wink. If I feel tired, just down an energy drink. Master hacker, intelligent, without a doubt. Stand in my way, fuck around and find out. Proud. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing up courage, our time is now. Our Lord is boundless and together we stand proud. Proud. Man with a voice smooth as silk, not full of hot air. I've got the skills, air gymnast, musical talent unmatched. Singing sax, playing bagpipes on blast. My music shot like a cloud of daggers, got the moves like Jagger. I ain't no slacker, objects move when I'm around. An army of animated things who can't be brought down. I'll be your test, can't withstand this tempest. Proud. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing up courage, our time is now. Our Lord is boundless and together we stand proud. Proud. My magic's divine, like a holy man's words. I bring the fire, like soon in a church. In the kitchen or chapel, that's where I shine. I'm the heart of the party, keeping their health in line. Pocket bacon, always stocked up, ready to share. If anyone's in need, I'm quick to be there. Divine skills, prestigious and strong. I'm the body shield, they call me Aegis, it won't be long. Proud. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing up courage, our time is now. Our Lord is boundless and together we stand proud. Proud.
Hello, stream. Hello to whoever is here. We're gonna just jump right in like we usually do our recap and all of that. But thank you for being here. The players tend to, the ones that are in stream tend to interact. I am really terrible about it. So if I don't answer you, it's not because I'm ignoring you on purpose. All right, I'm gonna jump back into Discord. Okay. All right, so we ended last week and decided we were going to not do that so openly. That's good to know, Kira. We decided to do some downtime. Finally, you guys allowed yourselves some downtime. I say that, but it's really only been like, I don't know, a couple, maybe a week since the last time you guys had it for in-game time. So the downtime, it was for the period of January 13th through January 26th. So we're going to be beginning this session on the morning of January 27th, 6 a.m. I know that some of you wake up at 3:30 a.m. Some wake up at 9 a.m.
Considerably later.
So I just said 6, but if you guys want to kind of adjust that time, that's fine. For last session, everybody gained 1200 XP. It was a pretty solid session between a date right at the beginning, some ridiculously hilarious roleplay in between that, and then a whole lot of time evaluating items. On that note, last session, Marcus and Kira took some serious time to look over the items you picked up after Tempest's date. Tempest went on a date with Gale. He somehow managed to be only 5 minutes late as opposed to the hour that he initially told her, which she seemed pleasantly surprised by. Yes, 1200 XP bunkin'. The only real issue that happened throughout the whole date was the siren, Tempest's siren, got a little loud and made him sweat a lot. But outside of that, it was overall a pretty good date. The entire crew nearly showed up covered in beholder guts, but decided to be good wingmen instead and urged him to walk her home. So after a successful date, y'all went back to, actually first you went to the temple and dropped off the people that you found, the thralls, basically, the beholder's thralls. There it is, there's the pizza. Got the, not only did you drop them off, but Aegis actually assisted with a greater restoration to try to bring them back, and it did seem to succeed. Then when you got back to quarters is when you started evaluating items. There were various items. Some of them were seemingly very helpful, and some of them were definitely very situational. And some of them were pretty mundane. But you did discover that the Ethereum crystal, which you brought home as well, actually assisted you in figuring out if things are mundane or magical due to its incredible magnetic pull. We'll just say. So it is, as far as I know, it is going to be held in the quote-unquote safe room. This room that we all decided last session has a secret passageway through a bookshelf.
They need to play the correct keys.
Yes, they have to. Oh, that's right. They have to play the correct keys on the piano. That's right.
So it does not stay in my bedroom. Only
That's
temporarily
correct.
resides there.
That's correct.
Understood.
And I can let you guys have that conversation if you want to. But ultimately, I think what it would come down to is Marcus saying, you might be blowing shit up in your room. That's a terrible idea. This thing is powerful. Marcus, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, Marcus would say something along the lines of, you live in the most volatile environment that I have ever seen in my many years. There is no way we are putting our ticket home, or a piece of it, in that room.
I'm pretty sure it would be the yeah.
But feel free to no one can get in or out here. We're the only ones who know the keys on the piano, I think. I'm gonna have Tempest teach me those.
Oh, I just wrote a little script that does it for me.
Oh shit. So I'm essentially locked out of here. Are we locked in? Can we get out? What do we have to do to get out? Look back at Aegis. How do we get out of here?
Didn't think about that part.
Yeah, I don't think Aegis would have thought about it, because at first it was like run in to go ahead and let her know that he was about to go ahead and just be run back and forth for coffee, or energy drinks or anything. But this is the first time where it's like actually shut behind him now. That's actually a good question. I didn't think about that.
Well, if there's a mechanism to release it from that side, there's got to be a trigger that can be accessed on this side.
That sounds a lot like a you thing.
Marcus just nods.
I'm gonna try and break us out of the room without having to go upstairs and go around because I'm too lazy to go up the stairs.
Okay, go ahead and let's try a hacking roll.
Okay. At some
Yeah.
point, I'm gonna need to roll hit die for leveling over the 2 weeks.
Same.
But
That's fine.
okay, so this is just intelligence still at the moment.
That's fine. Yeah. So go ahead and roll an intelligence check for me.
Hate that roll 20s being or D&D Beyond being stupid. 1 second.
I know.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my inspiration because this feels appropriate.
Okay.
Let's not break the door.
Then you will be stuck.
There
Okay.
we go.
Yeah. So, yeah, actually, the nat one actually really represents how close you were to still not passing. Initially you guys see Kira walk over there with all of the confidence of a 4-year-old in a Batman shirt, but very quickly she gets knocked down a peg, as she can't figure out what the hell she's looking at, where the hell to go. She kind of gives a look over her shoulder and pulls out her tablet and types a couple things in. But you do actually figure out that if you look closely, right on this side, like pretty much right here, if you would have just stepped up a step, you would see there's a really tiny spot, and it looks like it's almost like a soft spot in the wall. And when you press it, the door releases and opens.
Still tap, 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 tap. Ah, there we go. Opens the door.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm glad it wasn't something weird like we had to chant some sort of litany in reverse.
Nope, now you just have to press on that spot. That's definitely all you have to do now going forward.
Going forward.
That's good to know.
Good night, I love you.
Right. Well, then if you'll excuse me, I think myself and Sundama are going to take some much-needed rest and see what we can... Oh, yeah, we'll let everyone sleep. We'll talk about these items in the morning, yes?
Hey,
Wonderful. And he begins to walk towards the opening in the door, stops, and takes the stairs instead of going through the door that was just open for him.
And just to clarify, this is free the 2 weeks, everybody, because I know there was some retroactive things, but the 2 weeks we handled off camera. So yeah, this is still at the ending of the night of the 25th.
Okay, I'll leave it alone there. I didn't have anything else. I just wanted to
Okay.
make sure that we discussed that.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, and then Kira, I'm assuming you would have done something with the beholder prior to the 2 weeks, so that it
Yeah,
doesn't rot
that's-
and get
Yeah,
disgusting.
not rotting in my room. I'm gonna, do the usual. Probably call over Marcus because he can at least be tall and hold it up while I'm taking it apart. Stuff like that.
Okay. Just give me hold on a second. I gotta pull that back up.
We've become a team at gutting and harvesting.
Oh yeah, Marcus will carve this fucking thing up all day long. He's excited for it.
Yep.
Okay. So I actually
And he uses the radiant weapon in the room, which casts all sorts of creepy shadows.
Excellent. So go ahead and you're actually going to roll 3 Arcana checks for me.
Me or her?
Well, whoever wants to, but you can do it with advantage since Marcus is assisting.
You're
Yeah,
gonna want
no,
me
I don't-
rolling those.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to do nothing with
I'm
Arcana.
proficient.
Go ahead, yeah. So give me 3 Arcana checks with advantage because Marcus is assisting you.
Just for clarification, this bit right now is
Oh,
this
no.
happening before the any of our first initial rests? I'm asking because I'm exhausted.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, well, that second one didn't go well.
Okay.
We're gonna try this again.
Okay. So the first one
I-
was actually. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I have a reason why that second one could have gone badly. Because Marcus was exhausted, Andy explicitly described doing the light, like using the radiant weapon. I'm picturing like Kira's like trying to move around this thing. Oh, just hold that there. Yep, stretch out the stalk. Perfect. That's can't see. Right as she's like going to slice off a stalk.
That's actually perfect because that was the stock roll. So, so the first roll is actually for the beholder membrane, which is the big part of it. It's really nasty. It's a large rubbery balloon that holds many of the beholder's internal organs.
Nope.
But you succeeded on that. You're able to completely remove it. It's still intact and can be maintained in such a way. The eye stalks, where you may have been able to get where you might have been able to get all of them, you're actually only able to get 3 of them. But it's better than nothing. And then the last one was for the beholder eye. You're not able to get the entire, like the main eye of it. You're not able to get the entire thing, but you're pretty damn close to it. So a perfect extraction would have been, God, I hate explaining. I don't know how you do this in your campaigns. The perfect extraction would have been removing like the nerve and everything, but unfortunately you sever that as you're pulling it out, but it's still pretty good.
Okay. As Lucy and Torn have realized, that second one's actually at 12. Because it didn't do my +7 for whatever reason.
Oh, you're right, it didn't. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's
Which
still
could go up to a 15 if I
Yes.
flash genius it. Which
Okay.
there's no reason not to.
Okay, so it's gonna be a 15.
Yep.
Okay, so then you're able to get 5, but it still isn't a complete success.
Okay, so 5 stalks.
5
you
stocks.
said.
1 beholder
and-
membrane and 1 large beholder eye sans the nerve.
Okay, I'm not gonna worry about weights because they're just getting stored at HQ unless you really want to calculate the weight of a beholder
Oh,
membrane.
I don't need to calculate it. I have a whole thing. So if you want them, I can give them to you, but if not, it's okay.
Sure, go for it.
The membrane is 40 pounds.
God damn, that's a big member.
It's a big
Excuse me,
membrane.
membrane.
Ugh. The the stalks are a pound each. And then the large beholder eye, the main eye, is 30 pounds. It's the majority of the beholder. So.
Yep. Okay.
Super gross. Thanks for making me make that stuff up.
Yeah, you wanna delete the beholder from my room now, please?
Sure.
Thank you. So, is this gonna fit in a fridge?
Well, it's a normal sized fridge. I will say that.
Like, if I remove the shelves, can I fit the membrane and eye in it?
Yeah, but yes, you can. But it's a tight fit, and if it stays like that for too terribly long, you're going to dement the shape of the eye.
Okay. It just needs to be there until I finish the bag because the bag's airtight anyway, so it won't decompose. So, okay, cool. Love the logistics of this. Didn't realize my next purchase was going to be a chef's fridge.
Deep freeze.
So Marcus
Yeah.
gets up after this mess, and he looks like a 1-year-old on their first birthday after eating the smash cake, just covered in fucking gore, all up and down. Well, since you got the important pieces, do you mind if I take the skull?
She considers for a second. Yeah, go for it. I can't trying to use that for anything. I would only need powdered skull at most, so that should be fine.
Cool. Thank you. And he just picks the skull up and begins to drag it out of the room. I'm going to take a shower. I should probably get this off of me.
Yeah, then you should get some sleep. Yeah, we all could use some time.
And Marcus will, at that point, go back to his room. He's going to set the skull on the Oh shit! He's gonna put it on top of the chest in his room, so that way he doesn't like dirty anything up. And then he's gonna just connect to Sunamar and say, "I know it's not like free of all of its flesh, so if you're capable of eating and are hungry, you can feel free to nibble. Do you have a mouth?" I don't think he does. I think he's just a fucking brain.
It's just a brain.
Yeah.
So when you ask him if he has a mouth, you hear him kind of chuckle when he starts talking in your head, and he says, "No, no mouth."
Hmm. Something that has so much to say and no way to get it out.
I think it.
Me too. All right. Well, I'm going to go take a shower, and when I come back, I'm going to take a very, very much needed long nap, and I have lots of terrible things for you to devour in my dreams.
Yes. He's very excited. I creeped myself out.
All right. Yeah, me too. I'm really fucking creeped out because you said it like the fucking intellect devourer in the beginning of BG3.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Ew.
Ew. All right. And then Tempest, I know you've been sitting in a bath for a while with the intention of speaking to Aranor, so I wanted to be able to cover that with you as well.
Okay. Yeah, so shortly after everybody piled into the secret room, Tempest went upstairs into the bath and just he cast create water and then just zoosh the bathtub, make it all nice and fast, and hopped in, closing everything.
Okay.
And he'll kind of
That's fine.
reach out. He'll hold a pendant, and he'll reach out. Uh, Aranor, are you
30.
there?
Yeah. Yeah. So you'll hear the song kind of start to play. It sounds like it's a little bit farther away. I haven't played it in a while, so I'll play it. It sounds a little farther away initially, and then it kind of starts to get louder, and you find yourself back. You're still in the bathtub. You can feel that you're physically in the bathtub, but your like mentality, yourself, you are back on her plane, which is how she had explained it before, when you basically sacrificed yourself for Marcus's family. And you can see her in front of you, and I'll share her. Maybe. There she is.
There's my girl.
There's Tempest. All right. Sorry, I was getting the stream set up. And she says, "I'm always here."
Yeah, I could feel your presence during my my date today. I guess I should have talked about this more beforehand, and I guess I kind of want to check your vibes on all this. So, I guess before I pursue any kind of other relationships or anything like that, is this something that you were hoping for between us? Did I read the situation wrong? I felt like there was, I don't know, something there when I was talking to Gail.
So she, if she could blush, you think you might see a little pink in her cheeks when you say that, and she says, "Well, I would be lying if I said the thought didn't cross my mind, but it would be unfair for me to stand in the way. It's apparent that Gale captured your heart. While I can't say that I was not touched with some jealousy during your meeting with her, she'll look guilty for a second. I'm sorry about that. I know my presence was resonating in your mind, and I may or may not have increased the volume a little. As a reminder, sirens tend to be a bit territorial by nature, and my instincts got the better of me in that moment. But ultimately, your happiness is paramount. If Gale brings you joy, then I'm content. But remember that my bond with you is special and irreplaceable. As long as your heart remains true to me, I have no objections to your relationship with her. But our bond is one of power and trust, and as long as you never forget that, I will do my best not to allow my instincts to take over again.
Absolutely. That's why I'm here. That's why I wanted to talk to you about this. I value our bond very much. For everything you've given me, I can't be any more thankful. And being truthful, if it comes down to you or her, I would pick you.
She has you see a smile creep across her face that she's clearly trying to fight, but can't. I am very happy to hear that. And I do realize it's early, but I also know that you're new to the Song of the Heart. Love is a beautiful thing, Tempest. You should cherish it, and you should let it strengthen you, regardless of how things end up with Gale or with anyone. I'll always be a part of you. I'll be here guiding and supporting you. No one sings to your soul like I do. But I suppose Gale should be allowed to have her moments to try. You deserve at least that much. I won't deny you the happiness you deserve. And though you do hold the guise of an ignorant adventurer, I am able to see in your soul your heart's true desire, and I will not stand in your way of obtaining that. I just hope she understands how special you are and that she treats you with the respect you deserve. And if she doesn't, I'll know.
Just don't do anything terrible to her, I suppose.
Well, based on your experiences thus far, and with the others in this time on this plane, I do ask that if you notice anything or if I notice something and bring it up, that we take it seriously. If there's something weird about her character, instant changes, you've seen it as well as I have. There's strange creatures. Just take it seriously and don't allow your interest in her to blind or cloud your perceptive insight. It's an easy thing to do, believe me. But on that note, I actually think I have something that could help with that. Maybe a slight apology sort of gift.
Oh, you don't have to.
It's fine. It'll strengthen our bond further. I shouldn't say it. His name is Zoopal. And this little
His name
guy
is Zoop.
will show up. He'll be kind of swimming around excitedly. He swims around. He's really small. This is Zoopal. He is the keeper of the peace, and he is very good at reading people. So if he's giving you a warning, maybe take it seriously.
Yeah. This is hi Zoopal, and he'll kind of I don't know, scritch his chin chest area. Hey, buddy.
And he'll swim around excitedly. He'll accept the little scritch on his chin, and he's very excited, just swimming nonstop around you.
Is he?
He can't speak, but he can understand you, and he'll be there to help you where he can. He can share simple ideas, And then he'll come over to you and he'll like boop his nose on your nose, and you'll get a sense of like excitement, like he's like energy almost, like the zoomies.
Oh my god, I love him so much. You want
So
to come back with me to the real world, buddy?
he's just excitedly like zooming around you.
I mean, not the real world. The waterless, dry. Does he need to be in water all the time?
Not all the time, but it's not a bad idea. He prefers water, but he can be out of it.
Okay.
He will fight next to you as well. He'll fight with you, he'll fight alongside you. Or if you tell him to hide, he'll hide. He can also help you with perceiving things. That's why I think that he'd be a help in defining characters.
Okay, great. Because I'm not great at perceiving things. Oh, awesome! Thank you so much. And yeah, if you get same thing, if you're feeling bad vibes from somebody, it's okay. You can blast the song into my ear and any time you want. Come back.
I, I didn't get. Sorry, I didn't get bad vibes from Gale. Just so you know, I got jealous, but I didn't get bad vibes yet. So, if you enjoy your time with her, you should spend more time with her.
Thank you for this.
And
And
go ahead.
I'm planning on taking some time to learn more about our friend, the one who had this amulet before me, and hopefully I should learn more soon, and then I'll hopefully have more of an answer about who this person is.
Thank you for doing that. She'll Zoop will swim over to her and like be face to face, and she'll give him a little scritch too, and then she'll go, and then he swims over to you.
And then yeah, Tempest will say goodbye and come back to the prime material again.
Okay. And when you do, he is there with you. He just kind of like his little head like just pops up and out of the water. It's a really good thing you left your clothes on. His little head will just like pop up and out of the water, and he looks around at his new surroundings. Very excited.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, you're so cool. All right, and let me show you my bedroom. And then Tempest will pretty much spend like the next like hour or so just like running into each and every corner of the room, kind of like or the headquarters, and like show him like this is where Zachary lives. This is where I live. This is where Bonkin lives. This is where Market lives. And it's like this is everybody. This is Zoopal. He's so fucking cute. Look at him.
Yeah, so you guys would see Tempest running around like a very excited kid on Christmas who got exactly what he wanted, and he's got this little, really tiny, little lizard dragon looking thing running behind him, just as excited. Like he can't, that little thing cannot. Its tail is wagging and everything.
Marcus would kind of eye it bouncing behind him. Is that a cat? Sundama, what is this thing?
Pseudo dragon.
Pseudo what?
Dragon. They're really big.
No, they're very small. Look at it.
That
you mean
one
big?
is small.
Oh, they're supposed to be big?
No.
Is this one tiny? Is it a dwarf?
Pseudo dragon small. Big dragon big.
Ah, yes. Astute observation, Professor. Pseudo dragon, interesting. Where did you find that, Master Tempest?
Oh, my Aranor, my oh god, what's that word?
The siren?
Patron, yeah, the siren. She gave me a friend. Yeah.
Why? What did she take something in return? Isn't that how warlocks and their patrons work?
Is it?
Aegis would be paying attention like super close after Marcus asks that.
Marcus, you would hear in your
Oh, did I
mind.
fuck up?
Marcus, you would hear in your mind. The professor would say. That he would say. He swore fealty.
Oh. Marcus will just say out loud, dedication for a friend. Fair enough.
Yeah, just a little reminder of Aranor and our bond together, and he's gonna help me out with things.
Marcus kind of like squat down, put his hand out. Well, little creature, if you are ever finding yourself in states of unrest where nightmares plague your sleepy time, come visit me and the professor. He's very hungry and he will consume them for you so you don't have to suffer through them.
And he'll when you put your hand out like that, he'll put his front two legs on your hand. They're really teeny tiny. And he'll just like look up at you when you're talking, and it seems like he understands what you're saying. You get almost like a little nod or a acknowledgement.
Marcus, at him putting his little paws on his hand, you'll see his face kind of like lighten up, and he just says out loud, "Oh shit, you're so cute."
Isn't he so fucking cute?
God, he's 10 times better than a cat. I'd eat a cat if I had to. I'd die of starvation before this thing was hurt.
Right. He's so cute. I love him. I love him so much already.
Time for me to get some sleep. Marcus will stand up, turn around, give him a little pat on the head, turn around, and before I close the door, I'm going to go ahead and attempt to press into its mind with my telepathic bond. And I'm going to enter politely, and I'm just going to say in telepathy speech, do you speak in this realm?
So what
Little one.
you will definitely feel like he's cognitive. And words don't form, but images do. So the images that you get are you could see him swimming around in like endless water, and it's him turning to look at you and nodding yes, and then he kind of points to his own brain, his own head.
Marcus smiles, and you would have seen the pink flash in his eyes, but Marcus smiles before he closes the door, and he says, "Good job, Master Tempest, and good night."
Good night, Marcus. All right, so Bolt, let's also go to sleep.
I have a question before you go to sleep, because you said you introduced this
yes,
dragon
yes.
to everyone.
Yes.
DM,
Yes.
I have a machine predator with a mind of its own.
Yes, you do.
How does Min react? Because I know how I'm going to react, but how does Min react?
How are you reacting? Because that may affect how Min reacts.
Is it still the Tempest high energy bouncing like, and this is Kara, and this is Min, and this is the, like, all of that?
Oh yeah, all the way down the headquarters. Yeah.
Okay, so it's at first it's going to be like the backwards from like, wow, that is so much energy, and then it's her expression is just going to, where on earth did you find that?
In the bathtub.
Who is that? I need to go to bed. Who? What? How?
In the bathroom.
Zoopal. He's a pseudo dragon, apparently.
Do I know what that is?
Give me a history check.
I'd like to think that in the background, Bonk is just nodding his head as he passes by, and he goes, "I need to take baths more, bro."
Yeah, you're familiar with what they are. They are typically just small companions that sometimes they assist in combat, sometimes they only assist with retrieval, but they're usually very small companions to they can be to pretty much anybody.
They are incredibly loyal and fiercely protective. Take care of him, she says while looking at Zupel.
And as Zoopal's being introduced to everybody, like when Tempest is like, "This is Kira," he runs over to your and like runs around your feet in a circle, and this is Min. He runs over to Min. Min waits to see Kira's reaction first. And since it wasn't an immediate, "Oh my god, he's so cute," she seems satisfied with that. She just kind of looks down at it, almost like if it was a puppy that got brought in. Like, really? But she doesn't swat at him or anything. She just looks at him. There's no nuzzling or anything like that. Just okay.
Yep, then it's in Elven. Min, be nice. He wants to do what you can do.
That actually, her tension eases a little bit when you say that. She looks up at you and then looks down at him, and then gives him a little, like not a swat, but like a little with her paw.
I think
Imagine that Zupel kind of like springs up and like bounces around the room a little bit more and like lands back on Tempest's shoulder.
Oh, he has so much energy. You two are a
Right?
perfect match.
I just hope he doesn't wake up at the same time as Marcus.
Oh, that's a good point.
Have him go and help Marcus with morning workouts. Can you not
yeah.
imagine Zupel sitting on Marcus's back while he does his push-ups?
That's a fantastic idea. Zupel in the morning, go find Marcus.
I've thought about sending Min to go and do that, but she is not a morning cat.
Her tail just flicks.
Well, you should probably go get some sleep. I need
Pseudo-dragons?
to try not to explode the room. Have a good night, you two.
Oh yeah, I'm probably
Hey,
we're
good
probably
night,
gonna be
kiddo.
playing in the studio for a little while. But yeah, good night.
Yeah, when you show it to Bonkin, it's just gonna be like probably gonna take like a dad tone and just be like, "Oh, that's adorable." Like, yeah, just stuff like that. That's very nice, Mr. Tempest.
He's my buddy.
Do you have a name for him?
Oh yeah, so this is Zupel, keeper of the peace. He's gonna keep the peace.
Well, I believe
I'm
he's
not sure
got a
exactly
great-
what that means. He's gonna be my buddy. He's gonna help me with making sure people are not scumbags, and he's an awesome little guy. He's gonna be around for a while. Forever.
That's a good thing. He's very cute, and Bonk's probably like stick one finger and scratch it, and then go, "Well, I take good care of him. If you need help with anything, I take care of a bit of dogs every now and then. I don't know how it works for whatever that is."
I think I just need to take him out flying every once in a while. And
That'd be
swimming.
good to see.
He needs water. Yeah.
Should we get him a little bowl
I know.
for water?
Yes, I plan at some point in the near future to get a aquarium for him, aquarium tank for him, or I'll just fill up the bathtub for a while until we get that.
If you want, I think Miss Kira might be able to make something like that, or Mr. Marcus will know a guy.
Yeah, that's true. He knows
He
guys.
seems to know a lot of ours and stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna steal a bathtub for a little while. That should be okay for now. But until then, yeah,
That's
fish
good.
tank, giant fish tank.
Oh, and if you see Miss Kira next time, do tell her yes, she does have to shower more often. I can smell her sometimes from out of her room.
That's the oil.
And you're covered in it, so point still stands.
All right. So, I think Tempest said you're gonna go play in the
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
he's just gonna play with Zupel for a little while upstairs, just prancing around, jumping around, flying.
Excellent. Yeah, and you guys. So he's small, but with the running and stuff, it's like having a small puppy upstairs. You can hear. You can. Actually, no, you can't because it got soundproofed. You don't hear shit.
Plus,
you,
he probably
Marcus.
spends a lot of time like flying around, maybe every once in a while bumping into something. But yeah,
Yeah, it does have a flying speed.
I will say, before Aegis goes to bed, he probably
It's
would
got
try
like
to look
fins
up,
on the
if
side.
possible,
Yeah.
what pseudo dragons.
It doesn't have like it doesn't have like typical.
It's like a Chinese dragon.
Yeah.
We're kind of like,
Yeah.
oh, that's fucking awesome.
Sorry, Aegis. What was your question?
Oh, I was just gonna say, before he went to bed, Aegis would go ahead and start looking up like what pseudo dragons typically like to eat.
Oh my gosh! If you don't have one, take an inspiration. Also, and it was a really good question from Xavier. So he doesn't have typical wings. He can fly around, but it's kind of like more like a Chinese dragon. It's got like the fins on the
like an
side.
Eastern dragon.
Yeah, much like Aranor's fins in her picture as well. So, just so that you guys know, because that was a really great question. All right, is there anything before we do our 2 weeks that anybody needed to get done before we jump into that?
Rolling for hit die things for those of us
Yes,
that
please
leveled
do
up last
that.
session.
Anybody who
Yes.
leveled up, please roll your hit dice. And then, Tempest, I'm going to send you the other information now that we know the outcome of that conversation.
Okay, thank you.
And remember, if you roll shit hit points, that you can use your inspirations.
Mm-hmm. You sure can.
Well, I could, but I was trying to figure out a door.
Well, yeah, but 8 is fucking
Eight's pretty damn good.
fantastic. Eight's good on a D8.
Well, that was a +2, so yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Still, that's still not bad. 8 hit points for a level as an artificer. That's not bad.
Yeah, I could
one
be a
up you.
frontliner.
Wow, that's fucking 1 up.
Okay, well, you can just cuddle your dragon and sit over there.
I will.
He's not a full dragon. He's more pseudo dragon.
That's a bad joke, and I love
I know. Lucy's got me hooked on him this week, man. We spent the last week with Lucy, so I'm all fucked up with dad jokes.
it.
We
On a
are-
side note, there is big irony in Bonkin telling Tempest to tell Kira to go to shower because he probably smells like smoke coming from outside.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. It's okay. It's pipe smoke, right? Like actual tobacco smoke? Yeah, that's good smoke. I like that.
Mhm.
And cigar smoke. You can smell like cigar smoke.
It made little pictures above Kira's window as horrific images were being displayed.
Aegis, I'll get you an answer for that. Congrats to everybody who leveled. Oh, does anybody need me to clarify their overall XP, by the way? I apologize. I didn't do it at the beginning. Okay, good. Yeah, I know.
Don't forget to do a test roll after you level, because sometimes C&D Beyond goes a little wonky after you level. And do your features and traits stuff and then try and level. Or roll, I mean.
You say that again?
Do another test roll after you level, because it goes weird sometimes.
Oh, yeah, with the way it's been, yeah. And I'm not going to make you roll, Aegis, because it would be easy enough. Now that you know how to use a computer, you've been doing it nonstop. So
Or at
I'll
very
just send
least
you what
use
you
my
find.
phone.
Yeah. Yeah, your phone, yeah.
Lucy, you make me so happy. He's like 50 feet below us.
I know.
Just, is it good? Is that a good pizza? Is that good? Okay, good.
Good. Okay. Did everybody finish their rolls?
I didn't even roll anything, right?
No.
Did I just go to sleep? Okay. Oh, I see people are sending you messages. I was like,
All right, so the 2 weeks go by. Everybody does their respective stuff. Is there anybody who needed clarification on anything that was within your 2 weeks before we move past that? For sake of everybody.
I'm just going to clarify one more time with you. You did say it was a 30-foot range, right?
30-foot range.
30 foot. Okay, just want to make sure. Thank you.
Yep. Kira, I did see your other message. That stuff would... I'll have to send you, like, what you're able to get easily and what you're not, because some of that stuff's not going to be that easy.
Yeah. I figure through the power of the internet.
Uh-huh. You'll find it, but it might have a delayed shipping.
Yep, and some of it's just for when I continue to harvest more parts.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Things like that. We can talk later. Unless it's relevant today, in which case then we can talk now, damn it.
Well, Aegis might have conversations to have real quick. I didn't know how you wanted to do that. I handled the side of things with Marcus.
You mean as far as the 2 weeks or currently?
Currently, now that 2 weeks are over and you have obtained the things you were trying to obtain.
Yeah. Aegis will come in probably like right at the end of that last day there, having finished up. And he will actually be carrying a bag with him and go on into the kitchen, set it down. All right, everybody, I need you if you can. He'll try to shout out from the house, hoping that everybody is there.
Do we hear him?
Yeah, you guys, as far as I know, everybody should be home by that point because it's the end of the night on the last night of the 2 weeks, so you should be able to hear them.
Okay. Yeah, Marcus will I'm assuming you're in the kitchen. That's just our typical meeting spot.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's one. That's the normal, typical spot, and two, it's a nice spot for him to put down the bag that he has.
Yeah,
Mar-
give me a sec. I'm just finishing things up.
Marcus will come downstairs. He is wearing he's got his backpack, which looks absolutely packed to the fucking brim with something. And then he's wearing his gray sweats, which I just realized he has not stopped wearing since we were with Alpha League. So that's weird. But
They still have the
They're
Alpha
probably
League
pretty
embroidery
gross.
on them.
well, now he's washed them, you fucking savages.
I didn't want to assume.
Well, somebody's washed him, I hope. God, maybe nobody has washed him. Nah, they're
We don't have a
nasty.
laundry room.
They're
Whatever.
nasty.
He sleeps naked, so it's not like it's yeah, whatever. Okay, let's.
To
not
be
get
fair,
into it.
eventually Aegis would probably have just prestidigitation them if
That's
they
what I was
needed
about
it.
to say.
Kira will come downstairs a minute or two later, with yeah, still kind of like geared out as if she's ready to go somewhere, but without the giant backpack. And she looks covered in something. Dirt, grime, oil, glitter? Hot glue? It's hard to tell. Spotless, of
Oh,
course.
that's right.
Bonkin is just 62.5 pounds lighter.
And I think Tempest will probably come down with like a lot of pep in his step, and Zoopal floating around his head. What you got for us, buddy?
Well, during our time off, I ended up doing a little bit of shopping. Wanted to show my appreciation to everybody here. And he'll go ahead and reach into the bag. First thing he pulls out is this fucking like this thick, probably tome. And
You cut out.
oh, he'll just go ahead. It's like this thick of a tome, and he'll just turn to Kira and go, "This right here is for you. It's a little heavy."
She'll step forward to go and grab it and take a look at it.
You will see that it is. Let me make sure I pull up my my thing here so that way I have it right. So across the front of it, you see the Artificer's Creatures Compendium.
Okay, I immediately have to start flipping through it, of course.
Okay, so it has hold on one second. It has all sorts of stuff in there. It has a list of very specific creatures, and as you're flipping through it, it looks like it might actually tell you the proper way to harvest parts of the creatures to be able to use them. It does not guarantee. It says right at the beginning, there's a disclaimer that says this does not guarantee that you will properly be able to harvest any of these materials, but it should give you a little bit of help. So what this is you have to read for 2 hours a day for 5 days, and when you do that, you will get a +1 to survival or nature checks when harvesting only, when harvesting creatures for parts.
Awesome. What was this called? You said.
The Artificer's Creature Compendium.
And I'll send you the list of creatures and everything, Kat.
Okay, so Kira's going to flip through it a little bit and just. Oh, this will see some use. Thank you, Aegis. And then she's gonna go and like slip it. Like there's a small little pouch at her side, like normal size pouch, and she just goes and just slips it into this pouch that definitely shouldn't fit in. And just thank you.
Hey, it seems you finally finished that up, did you?
Testing.
thank you.
We're testing now.
Thank you.
Probably shouldn't have put something so precious in it to start.
Thank you.
Nothing
Yet
exploded.
hand-
We should be fine.
I was about to say, in yet hands, I'm sure it works fine. Tempest.
Yes, sir.
And Aegis will go ahead and reach into the bag again, pull out a small deck of cards.
Oh fuck.
Ooh.
It's
No,
not.
no,
It's not what
no.
you think it is. It's not what you think it is.
This
What's
here
this?
We couldn't hear you. You just.
you look at Tempest. This is it's called a deck of wonder.
So afraid you're going to say of many things. Don't
I
give
knew
Josh.
everybody would think it was a deck of many things. That's why I
Dude,
wanted it for one of
When you started out with it's I pull a deck of cards out, I about smacked them out of your fucking hands.
That would have been the first hard no from me in this campaign.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so
Let's
sorry.
end the game.
No.
Even Kevin as a player would have been like, oh no.
Oh,
Oh no, no.
No. Do not give me this power.
No, it is a
worst
deck of
character to have it. Deck of Wonder. What does this do? What why are they wonderful?
I can go ahead and link it
I don't.
to you.
Who said that?
You will have to ask
Oh, I don't know.
what
I don't
cards
know.
it does have because it only does have 13 of the cards in.
You could out.
Oh, I was just saying that he would have to consult with you about what cards are actually in the deck because there's only 13 cards in that deck.
Yep, I'll get that to you.
Thank you, Aegis. I really appreciate this.
There's usually 22 cards. There's only 13. Oh, it's the deck of wonders.
There you go. So that way you can look around at that.
Candace just sent me the thing. Holy crap, this is awesome. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. That's why. I am slipping today.
And then just going around the circle at this point, turns to Bonkin and pulls out a set of meditation beads. I don't entirely understand how.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
cut out.
understand entirely how yet energy and ki works and everything. But I know it's useful, and well, from what I understand, this might help. And he'll hand it on over.
I think Bonkin was staring at Kira's side at the mention of it's not exploded yet. And this once you talk, slide something from him, he'll go, oh, thank you, Mr. Aegis. What, if you don't mind me asking, what is it?
Think of it like a little bit of a reserve for your key. Mechanically speaking, once you attune to it, you have +1 to your maximum key for that day.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Bonkin himself would know what that means, but he'll thank you anyway.
I'm glad that he.
I think he'll put it on immediately.
Okay, and it as soon as you put it on, you can feel, as silly as it sounds, you can feel like the monk energy coming from it. It's clearly not something made for a wizard. It's not something made for a fighter. A monk is meant to wear this. So once you do attune to it, I'll send you the item information in Discord.
You didn't spend too much on this, I hope.
Oh, don't worry about that. And you, Marcus?
Oh, yes. He unslings the backpack, by the way, and sets it kind of oddly. He like steps over here and sets it like right in the corner, and then steps back. This is like.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a gift for you, but that's because I know you're a man of very particular tastes, and I know you're working on a set of flails. So, to work out a deal with Umi, you've got 1,000 gold credit to the enchantments on them. 500 for each flail.
I had a feeling that was you who was dabbling with Master Thordrum Ironheart of the Enchanted Forge, on potentially behalf of Umi. I also went to Umi to find an enchanter to take special care of the flails that I've had crafted for me. And when I approached him, a dwarf no less, he told me, no, I can't charge you full price. Somebody's already put a credit on your flails. And I thought to myself, now who in the hells could possibly have put a credit on my flails? I thought this whole time maybe it was Professor Sundamar, and I asked him, and he swore it wasn't him. And then I thought to myself, well, of course it's not him. Where would he keep his gold? He's a brain. And then I realized maybe it was one of you lots. So here we are. Thank you. By the way, the
Hey.
flails have finished, and they are fantastic.
Sure.
I haven't opened
I'm
them.
glad.
Okay.
With that being said, and thank you very much, Master Aegis, I'm not entirely sure what I've done to earn that favor from you, but I have something for you as well. Marcus will kind of step up to the table, and he pulls a, it's really simple, probably like a hemp sack, like a small flour sack, like an old medieval flour sack that he had just lying around, and he sets it on the table and pushes it over to you. He undoes the top of it and just kind of tips it over. Inside there are two separate sacks. One is a small silk sack, and if you open it, it has 5 diamonds in it. Each are the size of what would be required for a revivify. And in the second sack, which weighs, I believe we had determined like 4 pounds, it is full to the brim of ground diamonds, diamond dust. It is 2,000 gold pieces worth of diamond dust. I may or may not have overheard you fretting over how you were going to crush diamonds, so I visited an old friend of mine and struck a bargain and got you some components for your magic. So that way, if we should fall in battle, you can bring us back. And I actually don't know what you needed the diamond dust for, but here you go.
I thank you for that. And, well, that little, stunt you pulled with letting us get that rejuvenation there. Let's just say I can help out now next time you do that.
That would be very welcome. I didn't know that I was capable of performing any sort of feat like that. So when I did it, and it made me very tired, by the way, I apologize if I said anything stupid during that time. I was not thinking straight, but I'm glad we were all able to gather ourselves when we took that beholder, because it was not an easy fight. Yeah, so Aegis, that is, it's just 2,000 gold pieces worth of diamond dust and 5 300 gold piece diamonds.
Yeah, I was adding the diamonds on in. I just wanted to clarify.
Mm-hmm.
You said 2,000 gold for
Yeah.
diamond dust?
Yeah, it's 2,000 gold worth of diamond dust.
20 fucking uses of Greater Resto.
I know, dude. I know. I was like, why do I have so much
around.
money? It's time to spend it.
All of you guys that I was like,
Yeah,
"Okay,
I did.
yes."
I did the exact same shit.
For the economy.
For the economy or flood the economy?
Yes.
So at this point, Marcus is also he's gonna actually put a hand up and say, Master Aegis, you didn't have anything else that you planning on telling us, or you didn't have like birthday gifts hidden in the ceiling or anything, piñatas, cakes?
No, nothing like that. I just wanted to make sure that I handed out some gifts. We've been here for quite a while, and want to make sure that all of you felt appreciated and respected here.
Understood. I do have one more thing, and then I apologize that I've been kind of out of commission the last couple of weeks. I've been training my mind. Myself and Professor Sundamar have been doing some in-depth research into the recesses of my own mind. And thankfully, I've successfully been able to unlock something new which could benefit us in the future. But that's neither here nor there. That's just my excuse for not seeing you all for the last couple of weeks. We still need to discuss the magical items that myself, Mistress Kira, and Master Aegis a couple of weeks ago had identified with the assistance of the Ethereum crystal. So he will walk over to the backpack in the corner, and he will reach down and he'll pull out a small sack, and then he'll walk back over, open it up, and just dump a bunch of shit out onto the table kind of unceremoniously.
Hero winces.
Yeah, as like the vials hit, cling, 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 cling. Oh, oops, that's the lightning one. My bad. Sorry about that. That's okay. These other
feel
ones
like-
should be fine though.
Both Kira and Min are like half lunged forward to try and like grab them.
Yeah, anything that looks like it's about to fall and potentially break, Aegis would be trying to help grab.
Anything bounces Bonkin's way, he'll just try and catch it anyway.
Oh, you're all so scared. Don't worry. I had the whole thing under control. It's
Uh-huh.
fine.
I know what's in that bag.
Oh, funny. I had almost forgotten. Right. So, loot. Yay. Okay. So here's what we have.
Did you say one had lightning in it?
Oh, yes, this one. Actually, I was going to start with this one. So he grabs this vial that's been sealed up at the top, but on the inside, it looks like lightning, and like there's like a mini storm on the inside. I believe we had determined this to be a potion of lightning breath in a bottle. So apparently you pop the cork, chug it down, and you can spit lightning. The problem is, it's a little unstable, and there is a possibility that you could be electrocuted in the process. My thought was, none of us here really have anything to do or any experience with the things of the sky except for you, Master Tempest. So if you would like to hold on to this, I don't know, maybe it would be better than you breathing fire all over Min and Kira, futuristically
Sorry about that
speaking.
again,
No,
by the
it's
way.
fine. No, it's all right. Don't worry. I got your back.
Wait, you did what?
No, don't worry. You're all right. I got you. I've got you. Don't you worry.
I think I would have noticed if I had. Min, did you get? Oh,
Now she
Okay.
didn't get nothing. Everybody was fine.
Yeah.
So Marcus just puts the file on the table. I don't know who would be interested in this, but I personally have zero use with something like that.
I suppose I'll take it. I'm concerned about the whole I'll electrocute myself if I do it wrong though.
if you
Ma-
hold your throat just right, it's no different than singing.
I'm sorry, what?
Got you.
If you just have to hold your throat just right, it's no different than singing.
Why did you say it again?
As she's oblivious to any other turns of phrases.
So
Uh-huh.
we've
Yep.
also got a great
Yeah.
potion of healing here, and he just holds up the red vial. And this one is fresh. Master Tempest, just take the vial.
Okay.
He sets it down on the counter and kind of pushes it over. Master Bonk, I think you and I have been through this a few times, and you and I have just been stacking up potions of greater healing for ages now. Oh, actually, I've only got one, but I still have one. Does anybody need a potion of greater healing? Does anyone not have one? I have one. Master Bonkin has one for sure, I know.
Yeah, I have one as well.
I just
got
have a
one.
regular one.
Oh, well, then there we go. Mistress Kira, here you are. He just slides it across the table past Aegis. All right. Well, we've knocked those two out. Master Aegis.
Is this just bottled breath?
I don't know what the fuck it actually was. I had just written down bottle. What does he need to add it as, Candace? I just had a bottle of lightning.
That's
breath.
what I had it as, was bottle of lightning. It's bottle of lightning. So you can we could call it a lightning breath potion if you want, but it doesn't exist.
Oh, okay. I was just looking for it in the thing.
No, we've.
You could always make a custom one, or you can
Mhm.
probably.
Yeah.
Does it do the same thing as a potion of fire breath?
I can send over whatever. Yeah, I have.
Oh, okay,
I can,
never
I'll send the
mind. Oh, if
description
you
over.
got custom, yeah, we can always add any custom thing. So, Master Aegis, this one, I believe Mistress Kira and I had thought of you first and foremost. He holds up a small bag and kind of shakes them. These are weird. This is a bag of heroes berries. So if I'm not mistaken, the way this works is that every day that bag refreshes with a finite amount of berries, and they can all be eaten, but when you consume them, it gives you a random effect that lasts for a certain amount of time. So before we go into something big, it might not be a bad idea for all of us to eat a berry and see what happens.
Oh, you'll just be seeing Aegis when you're talking. The moment you say hero berries, he starts shaking his head. Oh, I know exactly what hero berries are. They're actually quite commonly grown around Ambershire, at least more so than most places.
Interesting. So this bag then can magically replicate them every day? Is that what I'm understanding?
Would he know if that's actually how the bag works?
We had put the identify on it, but Marcus is just he doesn't fucking know.
No,
anything
that's
about it.
fine.
I guess Kira was here too. She might know
Yep,
better
Kira
than he
could
does.
speak up.
Yeah, go ahead.
So as long as you're not completely emptying it, it'll be fine. If you do completely empty it, then you have to like go through a whole reconsecration process type thing.
Did you
Not
hear
too big of a deal,
reconsecration?
but just leave one in the bag.
She would
I guess.
reconsecration
Good luck.
process.
So how many berries does it have per day then?
It can be up to 6.
So 6 per day, and as long as we only consume 5, it will be okay the next day. Well, that's good to note. Well, Master Aegis, don't forget about these berries. No pressure.
Oh, trust me, I'm already thinking about ideas.
Wouldn't it be crazy if I ate a berry and it made me more handsome than I already am? Alright, so next we've got, oh, this funky little thing. I love this stuff. I don't know if you've all, actually, I'm sure a few of you have at least seen it before. Marcus will pull out a small clay jar, about the size of his hand, and sets it down. Have you ever heard of Kyogdam's ointment? It's a magical
Best
ointment.
cure-alls around.
Yes, thank you. Yes, exactly. It not only heals what ails you, it ails what heals you, because it tastes kind of like old fish. But that's a separate problem. It does definitely take care of all poisons, diseases, and then grants you some form of healing. It's pretty fantastic. I believe there are probably 4 applications in here, but it's an ointment, so it needs to be applied to the outside, not consumed with your fist.
That
What happens
seems
if you eat it?
incredibly useful.
I'm not sure, Master Tempest. I've never consumed some. I've always put it on because that's what the instructions say. But I've used it in the past. I know it works. I don't think it's a good idea that I carry it, because if something crushes me and hurts the clay jar it's in, I'd feel very bad.
Dinner, I probably shouldn't take it either.
I can put it in the bag.
That's the first mention.
Marcus glances down at the bag. Oh. And... okay. Anybody else
You
think
seem
they...
hesitant. Aegis could get the most use of it. I'm just offering it as a storage space.
Fair enough. You know, I'm not hesitant. He glances at the bag again. What's that design you've got on the side there?
She's gonna look over at it. That's from where the spider silk left its imprint when it merged with the slime.
Master Aegis, do you think you may be able to quickly apply this if in a dire situation? If not, obviously, Mistress Kira's magical bag is pristine in quality and could protect it, and could also be used by her. But I'll let you two fight that out. He slides it in the middle of the table and starts to rummage through his bag.
Aegis, you would probably get the most use out of it as, the best healer this side of the time-space continuum.
I don't know what she said, but as long as you don't explode in that might, I think it's better if you take it, Mr. Aegis.
I haven't exploded anything that you guys have heard.
Yet.
You keep mentioning it, and I keep being afraid of it.
You always say that we've heard.
Hey, that's another thing.
Yeah, what else is in that bag, Marcus?
Oh, yes, wonderful. So, whoever's Aegis, if you're taking that, it is...
Yeah, he would be. He's just like, okay, on to the next thing, because there's more.
Okay, so
So
it's,
many things.
when you add it to your inventory, the Kegotham's ointment, or Kiagotham, whatever the fuck you want to pronounce it, K's ointment, it's got 4 charges. So he pulls out now a small ring that looks kind of like a decoder ring, like that you would get out of a cereal box, except that it's etched with runes all the way around it. He puts it on the table and kind of pushes it in the middle. This is a ring of spell storing. It is a very powerful magic item. Mistress Kira and I had a brief conversation about this. Essentially, the way this ring works is that it can store a certain amount of circles of magic's worth of spells, i.e., if you want to put a 5th circle spell into it, it can retain only it. Or if I wanted to put 5 charges of a shield incantation into it, it could hold all 5 and maintain them, or any increment or variation therefore. However, it does take up space within your spirit, and anybody can activate the charges outside of it. So, Mistress Kira and I had a conversation, brief one, about this item, and thought that this would not be a good item for Master Aegis to carry, only because if he can perform things like revivify or healing incantations into this ring, it would allow somebody else in our group to perform it if he is incapable of doing so. Just a thought, I'll leave it at that.
I was thinking exactly the same.
So anybody can do it? Like, do they need to know
See,
how to do it?
no. If I know this one right,
So
all
give
I
it-
have to do is just put the spell into the ring, and then
Yes.
whoever
It's like-
wears it can
Give
cast
it to the 2 tanky boys over here, or one of the 2 tanky boys, right? Least
Mar-
likely to go down in a fight.
Marcus looks at Bonkin and he says, "Look, if we were going to go that direction, I have to be completely honest with you. My spirit is completely full up right now with magic. I do have something I'd be willing to sacrifice, but one of you would have to be willing to take on something from me, because it's a very important magic item to me, if I were going to do it. And if that's not something we're willing to do at this point, that's fine, but then Master Bonkin, I'd like you to take this ring."
What?
All right. I feel like I'd normally be the first to. I guess I take the most damage. So I guess, sure, if it comes down to me or Mr. Aegis, I think it's right. I'd go down first before him. But I'll take it if need be.
Marcus kind of glances around the room.
Well,
Is it-
then it's settled.
All right, Master
Here's big
Bonkin,
guy.
then
It
you
is
take
yours.
that.
I would need it for the moment to go ahead and charge it, but beyond that, it would be his.
Yes. And Bonkin, or Lucy, it's a ring of spell storing.
Currently empty.
Currently empty, thank you, yes. Because that would have been cool
Oh, I know exactly what I'm doing with this then.
shit. Yeah, you got a good, I already know where you're going. You can put some good shit in there, in that bitch. Okay, so next we have, this is another strange one. So typically, I think, Mistress Kira, you had mentioned that we typically see this as a ring, but it's actually in an amulet form, and he pulls out an amulet. So there's like a metal chain, and it has 7 stars on the chain around what appears to be like some sort of like mist, like metal mist in between all of them. He sets that down. So there is a magical item called the Ring of 7 Stars. This is the same thing, but in an amulet version. Again, there is no reason why this should be adorning my throat. It allows you to perform things like the light incantation, dancing lights incantation. You can activate each day a certain number of these stars as charges to perform a ball lightning. And I believe if you were to focus on the stars themselves a certain amount of times per day, you can project the stars as bursts of starlight energy that explodes in small radii wherever you target. It does take up a slot on, it takes up space in your spirit, so you need to be prepared for that, but this is not something I am interested in.
If I'm
I mean,
being
that's
honest, I think that probably suits either Kira or Tempest best.
Tempest.
I was almost going to say you, Aegis, but it does sound interesting to me for sure. That sounds exciting.
There are a couple of the items that Marcus and I looked at that I am interested in, but none of them have any major significance or power.
Okay, I'll take the amulet. What was it called again? 7 stars.
Yes. It is the amulet. Well, it's the Ring of 7 Stars, is what the actual item is, but you
Shooting
can just. It's Shooting Stars, excuse me. And you can just rebrand it to an amulet. And-
At the time, it had 5 charges, but considering it regains charges at dawn, I'm assuming it's full up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks later, that
Yeah,
did just
it's-
fall. Because Marcus did not fuck with it. He was not in there playing pew pew.
He could have.
You sure?
How do you think we took that wall down so fast?
I like this
With
one.
help.
Yeah, Marcus just punched it.
Kira's working completely oblivious to the construction going on around her.
So the last thing we have, and this is something that, and he kind of glances down at Kira and Min, I don't think we necessarily need to even discuss, because it is something that can, well, you'll see. So he pulls out the coin with the sun and the moon on it, and he,
Kira immediately goes and closes her eyes, and it's noticeable. She and Min both turn and
So as she does that, Marcus will slap the coin down with the darkness side up, and a 30-foot sphere of blackness just covers the room. Everybody goes
What?
blind, essentially.
What's going on? Why did it get dark? What's happening?
Hold on. Everybody, close your eyes. 3, 2, 1. And I flip it over and I slam it on the sunlight side, and then daylight bursts out.
Aegis, you can see it. Like, you know how when you put a flashlight behind your hand, how you can see the red? You see it's just all red from your hand because there's so much light in the room.
Oh,
so
shit,
sorry, I
I
didn't think
blinked.
you're gonna actually activate it on 1. Oh god, my eyes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And Marcus just picks the coin up, and then it... yeah, so it does that.
Well, that's quite a bit of mischief.
Yes, the interesting thing is, I tested a theory, and it can be cheated, technically. So, if you were to, say, have an excellent throw, and could slide it, and hope it doesn't bounce onto the side that you don't want it to be on, or, I don't know, you have some sort of telekinetic capability, just if anybody has it. You could place it down on the side that you want, where you want, and it could be beneficial to perform either the daylight or darkness spell, respectively. I have no need for it, but I could make it work. It just would be so situational that I can technically perform the darkness incantation just by commanding my blood to do so. So...
Honestly, I think it'd be a little situational for any of us, really.
My only thought was, and might be a little bit strange, but Mistress Kira, because I know the Shadakai require light to create shadow. Is this something that you might want to permanently affix in your room with some sort of specialty, I don't know, chandelier or light fixture around it to constantly cast shadows for you to maybe feel more comfortable?
She blinks a couple times. Um, I could do that if, but I feel like it may be more useful out in the wild, I guess. I feel like though it's situational, we might be able to find more use for it out and about.
Understood.
Now, something I could do is see if I could attach a gyroscope to it so we could flip it intentionally and have it be a specific trigger for the light or the dark.
Say no
probably
more.
do that.
He just hands the coin over. Done. And unless anybody else has an objection. Listen, there's only one person in this group who deals with light and dark on a regular basis, and it's none of the men. So,
Yeah, I'll take the ring or the coin. I was not expecting this.
oh, there's your coin. Right. So, we have a few things that are mundane in nature here. We have this bone whistle, a carved bone whistle. We determined that was mundane. He also puts a compass down.
There might have been a compass set down because Kira's hand is on it, like so fast.
Oh yeah, fine. Compass gone. All right, go ahead and add your compass. It's gone.
Take that bone whistle. What's that all about? That's creepy. I love it.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, he also, as you snatch up the bone whistle, he pulls out a fucking wooden flute, but it's carved into the form of a serpent. It's like a snake head on it. He says, "You may like this as well." Apparently,
Ooh, yes,
somebody
please.
who was
Yep.
into woodwinds.
I love them both. I'm sorry. Unless somebody else wanted the whistle, I'm super excited about that serpent one. But if anyone wants this bone whistle,
Candace, I have a DM thing I want to do, or a character thing.
Okay.
I want to take my infusion, or not one of my infusions, one of my small little arty party tricks, and literally write Tempest's name on the whistle temporarily,
Okay.
so that I can no, Tempest. I'm pretty sure that has your name written on it. It was meant for you.
I'll be God's damned. It is. Look at that.
And then it fades out because I am not
Aw.
maintaining that forever.
Fine.
Well,
It's meant,
there you
meant
are.
to
then.
be.
We also have this porcelain cup. He pulls out the cup and sets it down, and it's been painted with mythical creatures around the outside of it. Anybody need a teacup?
If Mr. Aegis wouldn't mind, I'd like it. It reminds me of me, his pipe.
Good idea ahead.
Fair enough. All right, yeah, so Bonkin, it's a porcelain cup, gilded and painted with mythical creatures. We also have this. He puts the puzzle cube down.
I already took that last time.
Oh, did you take it? Okay.
Oh yeah, that did not make it into the group stash.
Yeah, you know what? I had
That's fine.
double asterisks next to my my note on that, and I was wondering what the fuck that extra one was for. That is what it was. All right. Oh, this is interesting. Master Bonkin, apparently you're going to fight in a cage match underground on January 27th at 8 p.m. Isn't that crazy? And he puts this flyer down and slides it over, and it is a poorly made flyer about a cage match in the underground. January cage match is Saturday, January 27th, 2024 at 8 p.m. Show up or don't. We don't care. You'd probably lose anyways. The winner gets 75% of the pot. All underground contenders must show.
Isn't that?
Oh, did I sign up already?
Uh-oh. That's today.
When did I sign up? What's going on? When did...
Well, listen, we have got a long day of training ahead of us, Master Bonkin, because I could probably do it, but I shouldn't. You, however... Oh, unless we can do it together. I'd fight by your side. But you're very strong, and you've got more arms than me. So, yes, you must do this thing, because the underground is somewhere we need to go, my friends. It's a key to the next bit of our
I
journey.
have information about that, but later.
Is that why I signed up?
Yes, Master Bonkin, it is. Marcus is 100% lying.
Bonkin believes him.
I love it. The
Inside
crow.
check.
Oh boy. Oh. I rolled a
Beat that
7.
motherfucker.
Oh God!
Oh, yeah,
he's
you're onto
lying
him.
like a
You're
bear. He's
onto him.
terrible.
Tempest doesn't say anything. He just kind of smirks inside, playing his little serpent flute.
After
Do
so
you fucking lying?
after
Oh,
hearing
what was that, Mr. Tempest?
This little ditty I made up.
Sounds
So-
nice.
Sorry, go ahead, Aegis.
No, you're fine. But hearing that Bonkin was about to be in this cage match that was today now, would Aegis have any idea how long it is before this cage match is supposed to start?
Is that 14 hours? 12 hours?
Hold on 1 second. 8 p.m. He's asking how long until the cage match?
Yeah, because it's at 8 p.m. tonight.
Yeah, so it's been like an hour since y'all like sat down to chat here, so
So it's like 13 hours.
Yeah, 13 hours from now.
Alrighty then, Bonkin, if you're gonna be in that, and he'll go ahead and reach down and grab that ring of spell storing. Like, I'm gonna make sure you're ready.
Is there any rules to this? Do we know of? Can we?
Marcus
Use
looks at
it?
Kira. What are the rules? What you have? I'm assuming you've already done the digging on the cage match in the underground.
No, I did a bunch of digging on the underground in the Chrono Shard.
Oh, well, that's even better, because that's what we're there for. This is just our way in. This is
Well-
just our way in. What's the...
Give me a second.
Mr.
I'm gonna
Skira.
pull out my tablet and start typing, see if I can find anything in this cage match first.
Marcus starts eating pocket bacon like it's going out of style.
You feel a claw at your pants. And then
Tempest
there's a
steals one
cat.
from your hand.
Damn it! Oh, sorry. Oh, okay, you take this one. Sorry, there you go. Thank God Sunama's not here.
Here's one for you too, Jupel.
Oh yeah, Zubel definitely like zooms in and grabs one.
You get like a quarter piece of bacon out of your full plate.
Well, I guess I'll just...
Would you like one of mine, Mr. Marcus?
No, I'll be quite all right. I had a protein shake before you all woke up. It was 2:45 a.m.
Oh, did Zubel come down and train with you? I told him to.
Did he?
Yeah, if Tempest, if you told him to, what time would you have had him go?
And like, I assume like whenever he heard Marcus come down, Zubel probably would have been like spinning around his feet, kind of doing like the cat thing, just kind of only like.
Yeah, and when you're doing your
10 times
push-ups,
faster.
he would have laid on your back for sure when you're doing your push-ups.
All right, so like him and Sundamar total are like 15, 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So yeah, Marcus would have been like, "Oh, this is crazy." Yeah. No. Yes. Yeah. Zupel. He's
How's it going?
he's got
How's it
a
going? Thank you.
wonderful amount of energy. Actually, his cardio capability is way better than mine.
Oh yeah, man, he can fly for hours. It's wild.
Okay, so looking up cage match things, and then I'll share underground information.
Okay. During this time, let's see if I said it's 7, yeah. So Tempest, well, everybody, but there would be a knock at the door, and if nobody goes, then it doesn't matter. There's a package that gets left, and it's for
Bonkin will
Tempest.
probably go.
Okay, yeah. So if you go and there's a package sitting there, and it's addressed to Tempest.
Because shortly after you'll hear, as he'll probably come back with the box and go, "Oh, Mr. Tempest, there's something here for you."
Ooh, I got a box. Oh, I wonder if it's my magazines.
In that case, you'll hear it. Should I carry this upstairs for you then?
No. I mean, like, what is it, like a box? What am I looking at right now?
It's like think of, I hate to say this, but think of your typical Amazon box. It's not from Amazon, but it's that size. It's like it's not too large.
Oh yeah, no, my magazines come in an envelope. Okay, great. Yeah, I'll tear it open and see what it is.
Okay, so
There's,
you
there's one
open
of
it.
Doja too.
Ooh, yes, I'll grab that, put it in his back pocket.
So you open it, and that is in there.
Pretty.
Oh shit!
And I'm gonna send
wow,
you-
that's fucking Why do we not have that on our kitchen window?
I know we need that. And I will send you. There's a note with it as well. You can choose to read it out loud or not.
He'll read it to himself.
I did
first.
do this. Thank you. Thank you very much. So he's like holding this up and reading a letter.
Okay, so as he's
So you
reading
see a
that-
big old smile across his face the whole time too.
I'm so glad that the delivery people use the back door, because imagine if they tried to use that front entryway. We'd never hear it.
Especially not with the jingle we have to play.
Oh no, that door doesn't exist. I don't think. I think it's actually the other direction, on the left-hand side. Isn't that the front entryway? Did we determine that this entryway to the right doesn't exist? Is that right, or am I wrong?
Hold
Am
on
I
a
tripping?
second.
Are there 3 entrances to this place?
Which one are you? Can you ping it again?
Okay, so this one over here is the one that goes to the secret entrance.
Right.
Or the secret room. So that doesn't exist, right? It's just this one that is the front door, technically?
Yeah, technically, because that one is there where you guys could use it from the inside, but it's not accessible from here.
So this, okay, I'm just gonna put an X on here so we know that it doesn't exist.
It's not easy to come in and out of.
All right. Either way. So, Marcus will, he's gonna... Oh, actually, shit, you know what I just realized? We did our downtime. During the downtime, just as kind of a total side note here, Marcus would have brought back the radiant weapon to Kira at some point in time, probably about a week and a half into the downtime, and he would have kind of like set it down in front of her and slid it over and said, listen, my advanced mind cannot currently contain any more enchantments with what I am currently using for our combat situations. However, if we can find somebody to help me ease the burden, do you think you might be able to help me enchant one of my new weapons?
So she's midway through like pouring out what looks like pure moonlight in a bottle as you're like doing that. She like looks up. It's like, what? Oh, new flail. Yes, I sent the schematics that I sent should have actually accounted for that already. They should be ready to accept that enchantment whenever they arrive. You need someone to take more magic on. I am not the person to do that. If someone can, then yes, absolutely, I can move the enchantment.
Oh. Alright. And at this point you realize Marcus is holding his fucking boots in his hand. I'll go talk to Master Bonkin about that. And then he doesn't at this point, by the way, just so you know.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming, comedic question, I'm assuming Min can't attune to anything, correct?
Oh, that's a good fucking question.
Have you tried?
In that case, I'm modifying what she says slightly. Actually, well, we might be able to do something like that, but I'm gonna need to experiment.
She's just gonna walk weird for a really long time with the fucking cat on the boots.
Oh, she's. I'm just gonna give her a rapier and a hat.
Okay, so yeah, Marcus will he will if she can actually perform the enchantment that he is hoping for, he's gonna take off his boots of striding and springing, which, God help me, they're very good, and he will give them to Kira and allow her to enchant one of the new flails.
Yep. I can do that
You did say
enchantment.
it did take a slot, right, for that enchantment?
Oh God, let me check 1 second.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I'm not tripping because I feel like you said it. I feel like I had it the last time, but I deleted everything the last couple weeks, and we haven't had combat in 2 weeks, so now I'm confused.
Give me a second. I'm gonna just look that up because I don't remember at this point. I know the ring needed to, and I know my crossbow does.
Yeah, I would assume that everything you do does.
Okay, just let me scroll and then I'll be able to tell you for sure I'm on the right page. Requires attunement.
Okay, yeah, so, yeah, because he is already, unfortunately, attuned to way too much for his own good. So, he will, yeah, he'll take off the boots of striding and springing, and he will leave them with her, and then Candace, just, if you're okay with sake of brevity and kind of a, not adjudication, but a, you know, backwards thing, yeah.
A retroactive thing.
Retroactive,
go.
thank you. That's the word I was
Yeah,
looking
that's totally
for.
fine.
Yes.
Okay. So talking out of characterly for just a second, I could see if Min could attune to these, which I think would be comical as fuck, but there might be another PC that would benefit more from these boots than my cat, who I don't want to get that far from me.
That's a fair thought.
So that's kind of an out of character
Okay.
thing more than anything else. So
So you
if
have
a
those
P-
boots, and
Yeah.
Kira can do whatever she'd like with
Yeah.
them.
But
Yep.
yeah,
And
from a
Marcus just leaves
PC
them, He
perspective.
just walks away.
So yeah, I will add them to my inventory for now. But if someone wants them, then Kara will bring them. Otherwise, I'm gonna see if my cat wants to wear shoes.
Yes, please.
Zeru already said it, but he said puss in boots.
Yeah, that was the rapier and hat bit.
Yes. And that's all
She
3
knew
slots.
what she was
so
about.
she's All right, sorry. That I apologize for that kind of backtrack there. As Tempest is reading his letter, Marcus just kind of sits back and watches.
Yeah, and then after a moment, yeah, you'll see like him kind of like pull out the wind chimes, like, oh, I love it, and he'll run up into his room and he'll kind of hang it on his window.
What the fuck was that all about? Why did he? He didn't even say anything. He mumbled something incoherently and sprinted off. Is he okay?
He'll come back a few minutes later, just like this big stupid grin on his face the whole time.
Wow, that was fast.
What?
Oh, you just like mumbled a bunch of words and then sprinted off after you read whatever it was you were reading.
Oh yeah, no, it was a letter from Gail. She sent me these wind chimes that she made those, by hand, and it's
Oh my God! In her demonology class? That's wonderful.
Take the fucking inspiration. That's ridiculous.
Low charisma.
We can't hear you, Tempest.
Aren't you supposed to be studying?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I wasn't pushing the button hard enough, I guess. I don't think she was doing it in her demonology class. I mean, maybe. She's. I don't even think she's in session right now. Actually, is she?
I'm not entirely sure what that means. I would never went to school.
She's off for the summer, winter.
Oh. Shit, I wish I was off for the summer. We should be off for the summer.
Crime doesn't sleep.
Touche, Mistress Kira. You're right. Crime doesn't sleep. That reminds me, we've got just a few hours before... wait, hold on. Master Bonkin is going to be fighting. Master Tempest, everything is good then with the follow up from that date?
Oh yeah, everything's great. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, things went awesome. And we went on a hot air balloon thing, and then we went on a couple dinner dates, and we did a indoor skydiving thing. It was a lot of fun.
Wow. Okay. Uh, Marcus glances at Zopal. Is he like as giddy as Tempest is? Marcus is trying to get a beat on him.
I'd say so. Probably he's always in motion. Like it's almost rarely ever will he'll kind of sit still on his shoulder. Well, he maybe once or every for a few seconds he'll kind of come land and then perk his head up, see something exciting, and flutter off that way.
Wonderful. Wow, this is great. So, Mistress Kira, details about the Chronos shard, I believe is what we were investigating for. Yes, here we go. Marcus sits down in his gray sweats.
Go ahead, Bunkin.
Real quick, as you were talking with Tempest, you probably saw Bonkin really awkwardly hold his phone and move sideways and then back and forward, and then you hear a chick with a bright flash on the poster, and then he goes back to his phone.
Go ahead, Kat, because we were interrupting for the same thing.
That is amazing. Okay. So the Chrono Shard first. I wasn't able to find a ton about the Chrono Shard. It has a unique crystalline structure, not found in any natural or synthetic materials. It's the big thing there. I wasn't able to find anything if it gives off resonance like the Ethereum crystal does, anything like that. However, the underground. The underground is interesting. So it's this whole historical society out here. Originated 600 and some years ago, supposedly by the secret society known as the Anomalies. Tempest, this is when you do dramatic music for this.
Yeah, he'll wave his wand of conducting.
Dun dun dun.
Exactly. You get the orchestral dun.
I forgot all about the wand of conducting. That is so perfect for this.
Yep. I will use a charge for that. That is worth it.
Deep beneath the streets of New Haven, intricate tunnels and chambers are... He doesn't laugh. I'm laughing. Deep beneath the streets of New Haven, there's a series of intricate tunnels and chambers. They were constructed by the secret society, the Anomalies, for the underground. Pretty much the organization was supposed to support a network for free thinkers, philosophers, and revolutionaries. What's really interesting, though, and she waits for the music to swell to be extra dramatic. What's really interesting is the Guardian. The Guardian is known as the Keeper of Light. It's said to keep all of the secrets of the underground safe. Probably a ghost. This is where I went into all sorts of rumors and urban legends and stuff as I was searching. So that's the big thing about the underground, is the Keeper of Light and the Anomalies and the whole secret tunnel system, which is wild. Then I just found a bunch of stuff about the cage matches. I don't know if we care about that yet.
I'd like to know since I signed up.
You did. You were so eager to sign up too. Thank you for that. So they have... So their big thing is most people who participate in these matches has a connection, capital C connection. Usually
you're talking about to the network?
To the Fight Club, these cage matches.
Oh. So to a weird network, but not the mental network?
Probably not the mental network. That does not seem to be their thing. I didn't see any brains on their Instagram, their Twitter, their dark web page, anything.
Oh, thank the gods.
So do we need to get like him into the system somehow, or
I think having the flyer will be enough. Um, Especially since it already gave us a location. Their locations are usually secret. They change frequently. Spectators must be invited or have connections to attend. Bunkin, yes?
I think Barkin would kind of wait for you to look up, and he's just staring straight at you. And then while holding his phone, he'll go, Miss Kira, what kind of phone is this?
Let me see it.
He'll hold out his phone.
Do you want the super technical fancy answer, or do you want the for you answer?
Kira, as he holds his phone to you, you can see the last text, and at the top it says, "It's a little blurry. You need a better phone. That file is tiny. What kind of phone are you using?" And it's from Frozen Phoenix.
So Kira's going to like look at it, look up at Bunkin, look down at the phone, and then her fingers are going to just fly across the screen. And she's going to
Hold on, there's more to the text. There's more to the text.
Oh no.
So
Yep,
that
we're gonna
says,
scroll.
You
anyway,
see a
from
blurry image of the poster.
the very blurry image of the poster, and it's like angled improperly too.
And
Anyway,
super bright.
Anyway, from what I can see, you can get into the cage match with this, but you have to get into the underground. I think I can help you with that. Let me make a few calls.
Well, it seems like Bonkin is sorting out some of it. Makes that convenient.
He did
One
too,
second.
instantly
And
text
she's
her.
going to take Bonkin's phone, take a nice crystal clear picture. Send that. And she's going to say, "It's Kira. It's not the phone." And send both.
Okay, all right. You'll
And
get a
then
thumbs
a
up. It's just a
the
thumbs
elf.
up emoji. Yeah, you just get a thumbs up emoji from her, and it's
Yep.
blue.
Yeah, fitting. So Bonkin's, and she'll hand back the phone. Bunkin is working on finding a way to get into the underground. Looks like he's got that well in hand. Other details about the fights: matches are typically one-on-one, no holds barred. You can use fists, weapons, and limited magical abilities. Depending on the venue's rules, that changes from place to place. So, Marcus, you could actually partake. Matches continue until one fighter is incapacitated or concedes. Locations change
My
frequently. Spectators must be invited. And oh, yeah, we can bet on the fighters.
Oh, wonderful. But my abilities are not considered magical because I don't use magic, right?
Yep, but there's nothing in the fine print that I saw that says you can't use telekinetic prowess.
Wonderful. Master Bonkin, are you ready to kick skulls in?
He'll look up from his phone. Yeah, sure. I guess I signed up already, so.
Well, remember, we're just using this as an entryway to find the Chrono Shard, so we may need to keep our ears and eyes open, which is thankfully why we have the wonderful Master Tempest and Mistress Kira to kind of keep our eyes out, and Master Aegis pocket bacon.
Wonder if Min and I could fight.
Doesn't Min count as magical? Is she not?
No, she's not. She is a modern marvel of engineering. Yes?
Plus,
Is that what they say? I saw the TV
No.
show.
that was very flattering. Thank you, Marcus. Also, they don't need to necessarily know she exists. I could, so I was watching this old show while I was building the bag. It had these kids that had these orbs from which they summoned and stored magical companions. I was thinking about doing something like that with Candace. Don't you smirk like that.
Oh, Digimon.
Close.
I saw that one.
Pokemon.
Yeah, close enough.
Right?
Same general principle.
Oh, fair, yeah.
I saw this one called Bakugan.
Yeah, but see, if I put Min in the bag and then say something witty when I unleash her into the world, then it's acceptable.
Fair enough.
Don't worry, Min, I have no intention of putting you into a bag. Unless
She,
it's to make puns.
at no point during that conversation did she look concerned. If nothing else, she looked more resolved than she ever has. She ain't going in that fucking bag.
I'm gonna get murdered in my sleep. Is the expression that crosses Kira's face. Yeah, but that's most of what I found. There's I mean, that's probably all the important stuff. I'm a little concerned about this Keeper of Light, but I'm sure we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And it's not a beholder. That much was very clear. I searched 32 separate ways to make sure it wasn't a beholder.
Just, I feel like though when I search things, it tells me one thing and then it's not always the truth. So could still be a beholder.
Yes, but usually if you do a bunch of verification, and fact checking and cross referencing, and you stay away from anything that ends in edit, you're usually all right.
Oh yeah, I do none of that.
All right. So do we know the dimensions of this crystal or shard, or do
Not
we know like what it looks like? Or I assume it's going to be dramatic, as was the
crystalline
Ethereum.
structure, non-natural, not even known as a synthetic construct. It's fairly one of a kind.
Oh.
Uh, but I wasn't able to get much more than that. But I am no longer concerned about transport, as long as you can lift it from its magically trapped pedestal if it's similar to the Ethereum shard.
Easy.
We'll be fine.
Great. So we go into this tonight with the idea that Master Bonkin is going to fight, and if I need to, I will. And while that's happening, perhaps Mistress Kira and Master Tempest are keeping their ears and eyes open. Master Aegis, you are doing what you do best, which is looking absolutely wonderful and providing us with sustenance, whether that be words or food. And we try to find out where the hell this Chronos shard is. And then we take it. By force if necessary. But we will try to avoid it if at all possible. Shit, that reminds me. Where the hell are the people who we left 2 weeks ago? Are they okay, Master Aegis? The corpses. Not the corpses, sorry. The unconscious... Yes, thank you, Mistress... I'm sorry.
When in doubt, just people.
Yes. Corpses are people too.
People can be corpses, but let's just stick with people and we can add on the quantifier of living or dead as needed.
Wonderful.
Considering Aegis would have spent some of his downtime at the temple, did he end up seeing how they ended up doing it all?
Yeah. Good question. So, especially since that was the first portion of the downtime, you would have seen it took a couple days for them to really. I mean, they were hungry anyway, so the temple kept them, fed them, gave them new clothes, and for one or two of them, even gave them some work around the temple to help. But then kind of sent them back off on their way and tried to be encouraging and told them if they ever need anything, they can come back.
So
They're doing well.
they are all
If they ever
doing
need
good.
to, the temple will be of assistance to them.
I realized that I kind of went a little ham on that first guy I saw. He's okay, right? I thought they were zombies.
No, they're not zombies, but they are doing okay.
Technically speaking, they were thralls.
Aye.
Much like zombies, but not undead in nature. So, as far as I'm concerned, Master Tempest, you did the right thing, but thank goodness we had the foresight to realize that they were, or the insight, I should say, to realize that they were living and not dead.
Yeah, thank you for making sure they didn't die, Aegis.
I was gonna make sure of that.
All right.
On that note, Bonkin kind of looks up from his phone. And he'll go, right, I think that Miss Frozen Phoenix could help us get in. She wants us to meet by the location at like 6:30 tonight. Apparently, we might be going into the sewers to get into the underground.
Oh, wonderful. Marcus will turn around and he'll hand the last half a piece of bacon that he has to Min and just give her a pet on the back. And he'll pick up his backpack and sling it over his shoulder and he'll walk towards the door. Right, ready?
It's like that's like 12 hours from now.
Oh shit, is it really? He pulls his phone out and looks at his phone. God, I've been up for 5 hours already. Alright, sorry about that. Turns back around.
Aegis needs to put spells into the ring. Oh, before I
Taking
forget,
time to attune to that now.
would anyone have any use from boots of striding and springing?
Hey, those are my boots.
They were.
Yes, they were.
What do they do?
So you even if you're carrying a ton of stuff, you can always move the same like speed essentially, and you can jump the way Marcus could when he was being all badass and superhero-y.
Yes, like when I was wearing them, and he sounds really sad.
You can have them back.
No, I like this weapon better.
You
I mean, I
can just
already
keep.
have the best boots in the world. They make me fly.
Min's gonna put her her paw on Marcus's now non-magical boot and just kind of just look up at him.
I know. It's metal now. That leather was so sweet.
If you want 'em, you can keep them on your shelf as like a reminder, Mr. Marcus.
No, put them on! Attune to them! They're wonderful. It's what allowed me to do all sorts of fantastic things, but now I have these. And he pulls off, you guys see he pulls off of his belt now. Actually, he doesn't even have the belt. He actually he has to pull them out of the fucking backpack. But he has these two, like, wooden and dark steel, like black steel shafts that are about 3.5 feet in length with a big ball underneath. And as he pulls them out, I'll go ahead, Candace, now, and you'll see his eyes flash pink and then glow purple, and a chain extends out from the end facing away from him, and this ball of energy kind of forms, and he swings these two things around. The right one, he says, "Wait a minute, I'm not done." And as he focuses on the right one, it radiates with the same radiant energy that Kira's enchantment had bestowed upon his dual blades. And he says, "These are way better, but boy, does it take a lot of concentration to keep these things going."
You be careful swinging those around in the kitchen, though.
I'm proficient, Master Tempest.
Okay.
He kind of slows him down, looking now at like the spice rack, and he kind of like ducks his head.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
that. Look,
Sorry
look,
about that.
yeah.
Sorry about that. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, that.
I almost hit the light.
Maybe let's try and keep the weapons outside.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully we never get attacked. That'll be awkward.
Well, if that happens, then you can use the weapons, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
A moment if we don't need them.
Well, excuse
Those
me
are
for
fancy.
showing off. And
They are
Giving
very
off something.
fancy, but I don't want to waste more money on delights or Mr. Aegis' spice rack.
oh, it's okay. You wouldn't have to. I've paid for everything by myself. Marcus now slings the backpack over his shoulders, realizing he's defeated, and walks towards the door. I'm gonna go down to the gym, and I'll see you guys in a few hours then.
All right, bye. I think I've upset him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's okay though. He'll do his push-ups and he'll be okay.
As soon as he uses those, we should get him into those matches too. The second he uses them, he'll realize.
Just for clarity's sake, Marcus does not have a gym membership anywhere, so he's just gonna walk down to the nearest street corner he can find and start doing push-ups like a crack addict.
Just
I don't
working out
think
with the
Bonkin
crack
would
addicts
know
under
that.
the bridge.
I'm gonna laugh if I get like a page about that.
Crazed tiefling swings and misses in Crack Alley.
I'm as strong as I was yesterday, I swear.
About these boots, I do think he should be the one to keep them, because I can kind of already do what they do.
I think Marcus's thought is that if one of us can get use from them, then we should do so. It's not something that I could utilize, though I have some curiosities about them as she side-eyes him in. So I said that I would hold on to them, and now I'm asking if any of you would use them. Obviously not Tempest because his boots have wings. So really that's... Oh, and they will magically size themselves to halfling or bugbear feet. So don't worry about that.
Blanca's just wearing
Right.
socks and sandals.
From what I understand of it, at least, it seems like it takes up a bit of space within your mind, as Marcus was saying.
It does.
I could make use of that. I've got a little bit left in the reserve, should I need to.
If you can make use of them, then by all means.
Would Aegis know how the enchantment works for that?
So I think Marcus at one point had actually said.
I think so too.
It was a while ago, but just for reference, if you're okay with it.
Yeah.
Because I already have
Please.
it pulled up. So your walking speed immediately becomes 30 feet, full stop, which is, I think, a bonus for Aegis already.
Yeah, I was about to say that's
Yeah.
the main thing that I was seeing if Aegis would know.
Yeah, so it's immediately you gain a walking speed of 30 feet, and your speed is never reduced if you are encumbered or wearing heavy armor. In addition, you can jump 3 times your normal distance, though you can never jump further than your remaining movement would allow. So it's like you can have 400 pounds on your back, and these bitches will still get you where you need to go. Which is why Marcus has had them for so long.
Yeah, I was about to say, the more you're telling me about this, the more I'm thinking like Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, the Boots of Spring-Heeled Jack.
That is exactly 100% what they are.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm removing them from Min's inventory then?
Aegis would be willing to take them. If you did seem to have interest with trying to go ahead and have Min wear them, he would go ahead and let you keep them. But if
Yep,
you were
take
more
them.
interested, okay.
I always have experiments that I want to perform. Sometimes as she's looking at Min, sometimes the greater good has to come before personal upgrades.
Aegis would look over to see how Min reacts to that.
So her tail flicks as she looks at Kira when she's being lectured, basically. And she doesn't, her eyes don't leave Kira. She just grabs another piece of bacon off the table.
Bonkin will feed her another one.
Okay.
Could be a
Love the
problem
sass
with
of
my
a
cat
robot
start.
cat.
This cat has so much grease in it.
Yeah, I can't wait until she
What?
gets to start casting grease as a spell-like ability.
But
Oh no.
yeah, Aegis would go ahead and take him, and then once he was done with the attuning to the spell soaring and putting the spells into the ring of spell soaring, he would slide it on over to Bonkin.
Oh, he told me.
So mechanical question: do I have to attune to it to use its spells?
Yes.
Okay, say less.
Say less.
Which the timing's going to be close on for today, won't it? No, we'd still have like 2 hours left.
Yeah, it's still because it's 4 hours
Yep.
is for an attunement. It's a short rest for attunement.
It's a short rest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like 6:30, right? Because she did say we were gonna meet slightly early.
Yeah, it'll be well. Yeah, you guys will meet at. She said 6:30, but I mean, you can always text her and say, "Hey, we need to meet later," if that's what you need to do.
So do you want to meet later while I get used to these two? And he's gonna pull up his beads and the ring.
If you
Right.
start focusing on the beads now,
There we go.
when Aegis finishes with the ring, you should also be able to work with the ring. The timing should work pretty much perfectly.
All right. In that case, he's just gonna sit down, crisscross applesauce, and start right there,
Right in the kitchen. Okay.
as Kira said right now.
Okay. Okay. So, for sake of brevity, anything, Marcus, do you come back?
No, I'm just gonna do push-ups on the corner until it's time to go. I mean, I'm like a block down. Like, there's no way they can miss me. But I do have the backpack with all of my things inside.
Got it. Okay. You get some weird looks from people as they walk past you because it's a pretty busy city. You're not harming anything, so nobody messes with you, but you get some really weird looks, and a couple of people you get 3 silver as people walk by. They
Oh,
just like
fuck me.
drop
Look at
coins
that.
for you.
Hey, make money, make money, money. Yeah, he'll
Sorry.
so
Hey,
as he gets the
Rose.
silver, he's gonna kind of look at these people confusedly, and then he's gonna like go onto the nearest like bench on the corner by like whatever bus stop is nearby, and he's gonna do standing like push-ups, meaning he's gonna like put his legs up into the air and just like go up and down. I'll happily roll for that.
Yeah,
but
go
that is
ahead.
what he's doing. Okay.
I'd say athletics.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
14.
That's easy enough. You do push-ups basically in your sleep, so.
Yeah, so it's like he's up. He's like facing. His face is towards the seat, and he's just doing push-ups like into the seat as people are throwing silver. And he's like, "Well, that's very strange. I was just out here being sad, but I like silver."
I think at some point, Tempest would take. Oh, fuck! I forgot his name for a second. Zopal for a walk around the block, and just imagine seeing Marcus like with like a crowd of people around him doing push-ups on one of the benches. Like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, Marcus, just for curiosity, just to see if you make any more money, give me a performance check.
Oh, ma'am, I have.
I
got
know.
a
Let's see if you make
terrible
more money.
charisma. Okay, let me see.
Kind of want him to fail, and they take this.
Oh, that's a 3.
Yeah, so
So he's So he is. The low performance is him screaming as he's coming down for each rep. But he's doing them. He's doing them very proficiently. But he's
At
screaming.
one point, Tempest probably would have like thought to like go over there and like kind of give him a little boost with the crowd. Then I heard him screaming like, "Oh no, I'm
Nope.
just gonna. I don't know this
I don't know
person."
him. Yeah, and there would have been. You'll get 1 more silver, Marcus, for upping your game with doing the inverted push-ups, but on a bench no less. The child who is sitting on the bench runs away the first time you scream, but everybody else is impressed, but they're giving you some respectful distance while they watch.
Oh no, Marcus probably didn't even notice there was a child sitting on the bench, did he?
No, if he did, he was probably like, watch this, and then it just kind of went south.
Yeah, like as the kid runs away, Marcus would press into his mind with telepathy and be like, "No, no, 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 it's okay. I'm sorry. Oh shit, sorry."
Made it worse.
Okay.
I'll finish my push ups. Ooh, that's weird. Push to settle down, Tempest. I'm finishing my push ups and walking back to the group, but I'm not going to go inside because Marcus is still a little bit upset about what went down. So he's going to stand outside and he's going to message Zachary around go time.
I was
and he's
actually
gonna-
gonna say when you get there, Zachary would be standing outside. He actually smokes a pipe just like Bonkin does.
Oh.
So as you walk up, he'd be standing outside with his pipe.
Okay.
And he'd as you walk up, he'd say, "Oh, out for a walk or."
No, I've been doing push-ups for like 6 hours, but I think it's time to go. That made me upset.
Oh.
Never mind.
Who made
It doesn't.
no? Who,
No, it doesn't matter.
you want me to like pretend like I'm gonna let them in the car and then move, and then pretend like I'm gonna let them in the car and then move, and do that a few times? Would that make you feel better?
No, it's okay. I've made it pretty clear that my existence in this timeline doesn't matter, and they know that. So I think they. Never mind. Are you ready, Master Zachary? Because you know it's time to go, and I think Master Bonkin's been doing his thing, so let's go. And Marcus kind of walks quietly towards the car.
He'll walk with you, and once you guys get in the car, he'll say, "Well, just my 2 cents. I guess your 2 cents, technically, because you gave them to me. But,
What is a cent?
oh, it's money that's not really used as much.
Oh, okay.
But, neither I nor they believe that your existence is, I think you said, what was the word you used? Useless?
Yes.
That's not true. They'd all admit that you've gotten them out of several pickles. Sometimes when you spend too much time with people, they get under your skin.
It's more than that. Master Zachary, I think that I've made it well known that whether or not I live in this timeline is moot because we've proven in the future my bloodline exists. And because I am the key to that existence, doesn't matter what happens, whether I'm happy with it or not. But thank you for your kindness. Let's maybe just forget this ever happened. My pectorals are swollen and my nipples are fucking chafed to high heaven right now, so...
I can't speak to the chafing, but you're right. Your pectorals are very swollen.
I look pretty good right now, don't I? He flexes in his sweaty gray sweatsuit.
You do, yes.
Do you know where can I purchase new sweatsuits?
Oh, yeah,
I've had this for like a month and a half, and I don't think I've washed it.
Is it actually time to go right now, or do we have time? I can take you to a store.
No, I don't think we have time right now. He looks back at the door, just assuming they're coming.
And this
Are
is,
they not? What time is it?
you said you did them for like 6 hours?
Yeah.
So you walked out around 7, so it's like 1 p.m.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, so he would take you to it's like an athletic store. There's all sorts of different clothing, different gear. It's like a sports store. It's called
Okay.
Vicks.
Vicks?
Vicks Sports Store.
Alright, so Marcus is going to pick out the same exact sweatsuit, but he's going to pick it out in 5 different colors.
Okay.
And, yeah, so he'll pick out 5 different colors. He'll walk up to the front, slap them all down in his size. The size that he's wearing, because he knows that his horns are going to fuck up the top, so...
Okay, yeah, it's for 5 of them. It's 8 silver. I mean,
Okay,
they're not terribly
wonderful.
expensive.
Yeah, so he's gonna, yeah, as the guy's like, okay, it's gonna be 8 silver. Marcus goes, best I can do is 55 gold. And he slaps it down on the table.
The guy will look at
Already
Zachary.
removed. Already removed. So just take it.
The guy will look over at Zachary, and Zachary will just.
And then he'll scoop him up and say, thank you very much for your assistance. And he'll walk out.
Okay, Zachary will walk out with you, and then climb into the car and say, "You feel any better?"
I feel like I did good. Hell of a deal. Let's go back home.
Give me an insight check, because he's trying really hard not to laugh.
Oh no, it's a 9.
All right, let me see how terrible he does. Oh, I almost had a 9, but it rolled to a 19. Okay. Yeah, so he manages to stifle his laughter because he really doesn't want to make anything worse on Marcus. You picked really great colors, though. You did.
That. See, Marcus kind of gets serious. That means a lot. Thank you. All right, I suppose you can take me home. We've got like what 5 hours before this thing even kicks off.
Yeah, if 6:30 is the time, I think you said. We'd probably leave here at 6. We had a little time. Right.
Yes, we got a little time. Do you need anything?
I don't think so. I don't think so. You provided pretty much everything that I could.
Excellent. Do you want anything?
Have you had a chocolate malt?
I don't know.
He starts driving.
Fuck, that was fast. You could have maybe given me a heads up about that, but all right.
So he
Okay,
does
Marcus
he
will
takes you
just-
through a
he'll just-
drive-through, and he treats you to a chocolate malt.
Yeah, Marcus, he'll put his card kind of like forward, or he'll take off his whole bracer and hand it towards her. Make her scan this.
This one's on me.
No.
Too late.
Oh. Fuck. Would you like a sweatsuit?
Don't trade with
He
me.
pulls up the blue one.
No, maybe another time. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But enjoy that. That's your first one. That's good.
Yeah, he takes a sip of it. Oh my goodness. That is why your citizens are so thick. That's good.
It is. It's very good. Don't have too many, but they are very good.
Best I can do is 8.
Ooh, maybe not before a big fight.
Oh, I best before a big fight. Are you kidding me, Master Zachary? Come on.
Okay,
now.
maybe
Who
not
do you
before
think I
getting
am?
in the car.
Okay, well, maybe not that. Or maybe not before bed, because Sundamar would have dreams of sugar and candy, and he'd become fat himself. Fatty brains. Straight shot to aneurysm. Anyways, take me home. This is wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, so he drives home. He feels a little bit better, at least for himself. He feels better. But he does bring you home, and he gets out and just hangs out outside again when you get there.
Okay, yeah. Marcus will stand outside. He's just gonna kind of like hang out just outside the door, kind of like stretching out his muscles from the inverted push-ups and the malt, which is now plaguing his belly.
And Zachary would make small talk, like asking about like what TV shows have you watched, like what do you enjoy. He'll make small talk with Marcus, not just stand in awkward silence.
Yeah, and he'll tell him like, I like these true crime documentaries about serial killers who like to wear people's faces, skin, like their faces on his face. That's wonderful. It's very, very odd to me that people in your time actually. I mean, why would you not? Why would you not cure or smoke a face before you wear it? I mean, come on. That's just simple mask trade, is it not?
I don't
Maybe-
think that was the message they were trying to send. It's a very interesting take. Hi, Tempest.
Marcus,
Oh.
what the fuck?
Hello, Master Tempest. You see, he's got like a milk mustache, but it's all chocolate.
Oh, you had milkshakes?
Malts.
Oh, is that what they call?
Chocolate malt, yeah.
Even better with malt powder. Mmm,
Very, very good.
delicious.
What are you talking about? Faces?
Oh yes, true crime documentaries. People who cut faces off and wear them after they murder their yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I came into the wrong part of the conversation. It sounded terrifying.
Oh, it is terrifying. I mean, why would you not smoke a face before you wear it, right?
Marcus kind of glances over at Zachary. Right.
You did.
He said Marcus.
You said Marcus. Sorry. It's always funny when Zachary will look back and he's just kind of nodding like,
See?
the
Yeah,
logic is
Zachary
there.
understands.
If you can see
Yeah.
past the initial
Shock.
Yeah, the
Shock.
face cutting off thing.
Yeah.
It's just like when we talk about. He gets really quiet. Executions. People always think that executions are terrible. They're not that terrible if you're quiet about it.
Yeah, there's
It's
this
a very
question.
dark day today, aren't you, Marcus?
It's not been a good one. No.
Sorry.
We can get another malt.
Do we have time for another malt?
Oh, malt. I thought you said another mall, and I got it very excited. You
Oh,
have a
there are-
mall,
I can make-
man?
I can make you one.
How? No, I've got these things that people were not impressed with earlier. No worries about that.
No, I'm sorry, Marcus. No, I was impressed by it. I was just worried about the spice rack.
Oh, yes. No, no. Trust me, it's not. It's not like I had no control or anything. No problem. Your squeaky flail, by the way, was wonderful. It beat that beholder into absolute domination of my mind.
Yeah, I didn't know exactly what. I'm pretty sure I knew what flails looked like, but it was as close as I could get. So I'm glad it worked.
It honestly did. It was strange to me to hit that. Why the duck noise, by the way?
Creative license, I suppose.
Love it. I love it. Want it. Love it. Want some more of it. Yes. So he looks up at the sun, trying to gauge the time because he forgot where he is, and I'm gonna try to just survival the sun and see what.
Okay,
the
yeah,
time
go
is.
ahead.
Oh God! Why did I do that?
Get him out of the way now.
Stupid.
Big ass building in the way, right?
Yeah, the building's like right in the way, but Zachary kind of shoves his watch in your face. He's like,
Oh, Marcus kind of squints at the watch. What time is it?
I mean, for sake of brevity, so we're not
It's
dragging this out
just
too
so
much.
bad.
It's like 6. It's just about time to leave.
Oh, thank fucking gods. Okay, Marcus spins on his heels and he'll go to the trash can because he's a good citizen, and he throws his malt container in the trash, and then he gets in the front seat of the SUV. And he gets really quiet. Also, he is not wearing any armor. He is wearing his gray sweatsuit still. The shopping bag is sitting on the floor, and he has his backpack in front of him, like in between his knees.
Wait, Marcus, if we're gonna go into the underground, aren't you gonna want to bring your armor?
Yes. But it's probably less conspicuous if I am not wearing it. And if I don't have to fight, then I won't wear it. But if I have to fight, just count on my ability.
Okay. All right. I trust you know what you're talking about. I'm just worried if like something breaks out in the underground. It seems like a seedy place.
Trust me, I'm ready. And Marcus slams down the almost 30-pound bundle into the floor.
Fire from back.
As Bonkin gets to the car, because I assume we're all going, right? Then Bonkin's gonna go, I want to say something to you, Mr. Marcus, but first, Mr. Zachary, Mrs. Frozen Phoenix says we need to meet at the mall where Joe's Grill lets out.
Oh, okay. Okay. I know where that is.
Because I have no idea.
So, the doors are locked. The door is locked. Bunkin. Marcus got it, but the door is locked. The back door.
I think you locked the door, Mr. Zachary.
Oh, sorry. And you'll hear the click of it unlocking, and then it'll click locked again as you try to open the door.
I think your car door's broken, Mr. Zachary. It
Oh,
didn't seem to
shoot.
lock.
Yeah, hold on. Click, click.
You lock and unlock it again.
He's kind of like glancing to the side at Marcus to see if he's.
You see this shit-eaten grin come over Marcus's
Okay.
face as he pulls the visor up over onto. Oh no, I take that back. He does
He's
not
not
have
wearing
the
armor.
visor on because
Yeah.
he's not wearing his armor. Marcus, he kind of pulls the hood up a little bit and he kind of glances over at Zachary and he smiles.
He'll give a nod and then he'll unlock it for real.
And then as
Monk's
Bonkin
gonna
go-
look
as
confused
Bonkin
as hell.
As Bonkin goes for the door, Marcus is gonna burn a psi point for telekinetic movement. He's gonna lock the fucking door.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. I'll have to get this checked out.
I think it's these new magic things Mr. Aegis gave me. Mr. Aegis, I think it's messing with the door. Or Miss Kira, maybe you know what's going on.
In that same 6 seconds, he'll pop the
Yeah.
lock again and leave it.
So Kira is just coming out with a garbage bag full of trash from her room, and she tosses it in the trash can. And says, "What? No, you're nothing. Mm-mm. No magic items that were in that house should be affecting any electronics. Let me see it."
Oh, it's
My stuff or the door?
Well, which are you saying is the broken one?
I don't know.
That's all right. I'll get it checked out tomorrow. Everybody, get in.
That's what's the problem. You guys never used doors before? Come on.
I think I'm having some problems with this one.
If anybody's actually, everybody, just give me an insight check to see if you are seeing Zachary trying not to laugh.
It's probably at this point that Aegis is running out, but like
Yeah, with his arms full of
holding,
Tupperware.
yeah, arms full of Tupperware. Everybody has dinners in it, just like trying to go ahead and hold it. Probably having to do like the pushing two together and then having it stacked on top of each other type of deal to balance it all.
You should have had the boots. Oh wait, no, you have the boots.
Yeah, that's why I have the boots now, and that's why I spent the time to attune to them after
Yeah.
giving Bonkin the ring.
Yeah.
Okay. Because otherwise they can turn into a flash.
Yeah. So Kira and Tempest, with your with your insight, you can see kind of a little smirk on Zachary's face. He's trying really hard not to show it, but he's failing. For you. Poor Aegis is just when he sees your arms all full, Aegis, he'll actually get out and help you load stuff into the car.
Why, thank you. He'll go ahead and still like he'd let Zachary end up helping, but it would also be a thing once he's inside. Okay, let me hand this out. Let me hand this out. Let me hand this out. And he would still be the one to go ahead and make sure he hands out dinners and everything.
Yep. All right. Well, you guys eat on the way there, and I will. I'll get us over there. It's not too far of a drive, but the mall is it's a tiny bit of a jog. So enjoy your food, and I will try not to hit too many bumps.
Thank you, Mr. Zachary.
Thanks,
course.
Zachary.
I think you're gonna say something to Marcus too. I apologize.
That's fine. Can you still hear me? I don't
Yeah, I
wanna
think
start
he's got his
speaking.
headset on. Yeah. He's also downstairs by you, so he can probably hear you. Oh no, he's up here now.
Sorry, I went to grab one of these cherry Starbursts.
Yeah.
I forgot
Man.
for a second that Lucy was in the States, and I was so
Same.
confused.
I told him to put Ellie in bed.
It does look like my room, doesn't it? This back white walls. All it needs is like the calendar on the back wall, and you
Yeah, it
got
would be
it.
the same.
Sorry, Liam was yelling something at me. I was like, what the fuck is
Bonkin will essentially say, Mr. Marcus, I think I said something that upset you earlier, and I'm really sorry. You know I'm a dad, so I get a bit nervous when it comes to flailing things around. but you're not a child. So I'm sure you knew what you were doing.
Well, I knew what I was doing, but I'm not a dad, so I know nothing about the fear of flailing things around.
I had to repair a lot of things in my house because of it.
He disappeared.
Oh shit, he's gone.
I think I pressed Control W by accident and it closed.
I was like, what the fuck? Where did you go? You're in my house, motherfucker.
One hell of an apology. You
No
yourself
shit,
out of
yeah.
existence.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, Dad. Generational trauma just starts to fucking ripple out from this guy. Okay, can you hear me, Lucy? Okay. So yeah, Marcus will say, well, it's... Well, let's just let it be water under the bridge at this point. We have things that need to be done. I don't remember my dad, but I remember my mentor, and my mentor never was as keen on fear of my ability as you are with mine. Do with that what you will.
I'll go to bed. I think Bonkin will kind of nod his head and go, right. I've seen what you can do with flails, even if they do squeak a bit. Which, to be honest, I'd be laughing every time I used that. So I should have known you had a lot of control.
Oh, it takes a lot of control because now that I've heard them squeak, I scream with laughter when I was practicing with them this week, so.
Also, you don't have a gym membership as far as I'm aware, and there's no gym nearby.
No, I was doing freestanding inverted push-ups on the street corner. People were laughing at me, and I think I scared a child, so we should probably drive. Zachary?
He's driving. So Aegis actually brought Tupperwares of dinner for everybody. Aegis, what did you make?
Yeah!
I am getting the last of that right now.
We created a monster.
He said,
Okay,
"Fuck, I
so
got stocked up
just
now, man."
because of the fact that first thing that comes to my mind out of the stuff I know Aegis have made before. So it's chicken marsala for everybody. There's a container of tarragon chicken specifically for men. And then there is another container that I was still trying to figure out what it was. We're just going to go ahead and call it marinara chicken. Just go ahead and make it real nice and easy. And that will be for Zupal.
Oh, okay.
Giving Zupal what? Marinara chicken?
Marinara chicken.
Ooh, nice.
Min
Assume kind of
eats
like playfully attacking it.
up, and Min eats this as well, right? Suspicious look to the DM.
Yeah. She would, if it's put in front of her, she'll try to consume it. You're not sure what it'll do, if she's getting satiated or if she's just trying to be part of the group, but that's not what you programmed her to do, so it is a little weird.
Okay, so Kira, as she's going and
Ice cream.
eating, is just so she's eating, but it's like slower, like she's not really focused on her food. Anyone who's watching her would probably be able to tell that she's watching Min and seems perplexed, but doesn't say anything about it.
Marcus will devour his plate. Kind of glance over, make sure everybody's eating.
I really like
Does
that.
Marcus notice Min?
Yeah, you'd see she's like I said, if Tupperware gets put in front of her, she'll eat it. She doesn't devour it the same way she does the pocket bacon. But she's sniffing it at first, and then she starts to eat some of it.
Marcus is going to press into Min's mind.
Okay.
Big air quotes. And he is going to try to pick up senses of satiation.
You don't get a sense of satiation like physically, but you do get. I don't want to use. I feel like I'm using it loosely, like euphoria, almost like it smells amazing. It tastes good.
It's an instinct.
Yeah.
The instinct of consumption is
Right.
overpowering the actual.
But it's not
physical
like.
sustaining me
Yeah.
for energy.
Exactly.
Okay.
But it's not like when I
Okay.
sit down and eat your lasagna and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna be good for 9 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
She's okay. That's how she is with my lasagna,
That's how I
by
am.
the way.
So if I eat the whole fucking pan of it.
DM question.
Mhm.
Does Kira get the
You'd feel
Marcus
Take
like
that
doesn't
from that
hide it.
again?
I would like peek up and over the corner and boom, pink eyes staring at Min.
yeah, you'd feel like it's not an intrusion or anything, but you'd feel an additional presence within your link with her.
Yeah, I think
She doesn't seem to notice at all either. She's fully just looking at the food and sniffing and licking.
Okay, so Kira like startles and like drops her fork for a second, like when that happens, but then goes back to trying to eat.
Marcus, you'd probably notice that too.
Yeah, Marcus doesn't be. He's not creepy about it. He will just, as soon as she drops her fork, he'll kind of like, oh, blink, and leave her mind, and then he'll turn back around in the front seat, and he'll look over and make sure Zachary's eating.
Can Marcus feel Min's link with Kira?
That's a good question. Marcus, give me an insight check with advantage.
Sorry, I shouldn't be asking questions for you, but it popped into my head.
15?
Yeah.
I'll take the 15.
Yeah, so you can feel it's almost like because you've been in Kira's mind, you know what that psychic footprint feels like and looks like.
Good term. Good term.
Thank you. And so when you connect to Min, you feel that same presence.
Sorry, fuck you, Lucy.
But yeah, you can feel that same psychic footprint on Min's mind. Now Min has her own as well. It's not like they are one and the same, but you can sense Kira when you connect to Min.
Okay. I'm gonna put that in my back pocket. Thank you.
Right.
It's almost 3 hours, and we've finished up the day from last time and done sake of brevity for today. This
Yeah,
group does
I know.
so much RP.
I love
I'm
it
okay
though.
with
amazing.
that.
It's amazing.
So okay
It's
with that.
so fun.
So it doesn't take too long. You guys have enough time to eat your food. You have enough time to eat your food. Marcus, when you look over and you see Zachary, he's not actively eating, but Aegis did pack him food, and you can see it sitting on the seat next to him.
Can I? Marcus is gonna take notice of what it is.
Aegis.
What are you feeding Zachary?
It'd be the same thing that we all got, chicken marsala.
So Marcus, noticing that he's not eating while he's driving, but I mean he's one of us. Marcus will kind of put his plate down in front of him, and he's gonna kind of nonchalantly reach over with his left hand and pop the top of the Tupperware container, and take the fork and kind of just like
Feed him.
cut a little piece off, and then he's gonna try to feed it to Zachary while he's driving.
Hold on, because Zachary knows where Marcus's mental state is, and I need to figure out what the fuck he's gonna do.
Now listen, he's not gonna treat him like a toddler and go choo
Right.
choo.
So he would I don't want to say it would like startle him because we're not going to crash or anything, but like he wouldn't be expecting that. So when he sees the food coming toward him, he kind of goes like, "Oh, thanks," and he goes one-handed.
No, Marcus will pull back and go, no, you need to focus on the road, but you need your energy. And then he's gonna feed him.
Okay, so he keeps his eyes straight forward and kind of.
Yeah, and Marcus will just
Dum tum it goes.
He doesn't seem too weirded out by it.
let's get your num nums.
After he chews and swallows the food.
Oh, Bonkin has something.
Go ahead, Bunkin.
When he does that, Kira's gonna message that says, I think he's cheating on you.
So Kira's phone
Wow,
buzzes.
that's bold.
Kira's phone buzzes, and she looks at it.
The
And is-
question mark. Bunks has like a stupid smile on his face.
And she says, "What?" out loud
to bed,
in
Eva.
absolute confusion.
And after he chews and swallows that bite of food, he'll say, "See, that never happened to Alpha League."
That's because they're not as alpha as they think they are. And I'll spin the marsala around on the fork with a little bit of the extra marinara. Here we go.
He's
And
kind of.
I'm gonna feed him all the way to our fucking location.
Okay, yeah, and he's not gonna fight it because it's fucking delicious, and it gets less weird.
Yeah,
over
like
time.
halfway through, even Marcus, as you guys see him coming up and over the main seat, he's gonna look back and be like, "Master Aegis, this is absolutely fan-fucking-tastic."
It really is.
Well, I'm glad you both like it.
I may actually start recording midway through for future ammunition.
Man, fuck you. That's toxic.
Give
I'll
me
write
one
it
sec. The
down.
kids are waving me
Do
down. Give
it.
me 1 second, guys.
Oh, what's wrong with
I
him?
don't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He caught me in the hallway too. He said, "Allie doesn't know how to turn off her computer." I said, "Push the big red button."
I don't think I can watch Marcus feeding our driver without recording that. Like, I am obligated.
I agree. I'd record me too.
If Blanca knew how, he would too.
I don't know if Aegis would, but I also know Aegis definitely does not know how to.
Tempest knows
Okay.
how to, but I don't think he would. He'd just be like, "All right, that's cool. Good for you guys," and then kind of go
Kira,
back to his own chicken.
Kira's definitely the type to like set it to some music with some like super bad like animation effects
Oh,
on it, like special effects, and
I
then
gave
send
her-
it to
Ellie's
the
stomach was hurting, so
the
I gave her
Oath
peptides.
Bearers group chat.
Yeah.
You'd out loud hear Blanca laugh.
All right. So. All right. So after a little bit, let me drag you guys to the next map here. All right. So we don't need that. That's really zoomed.
This
in.
feels very comic book superhero-y.
I fucking love it though. The perspective is amazing.
Really cool.
Candace, where did you get this?
I don't remember. This was early, very. There's a whole pack of them that I got that are similar to this, along with the diner one.
Yeah, for real. Whoever the artist is, I mean, this feels very comic book superhero top down. I mean, this is gorgeous.
Yeah, I'll have to look up.
The perspective is great.
Yeah,
this
this was
feels
a-
like
Shit.
I could see.
I'm sorry, I just started scrolling down. What the fuck? There's a whole parking
It's
lot?
it's
Holy
huge.
shit.
And yeah, there are
This is
quite a few of
awesome.
them.
Okay,
I
sorry.
was about
No,
to
that's
say it feels like Spider-Man should be swinging around this.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's good.
Yeah. So there's a whole urban. I got a whole thing. But
Oh, that reminds me. Is the pseudo dragon here?
yeah, I'm assuming you
Look
brought
up-
him
Oh,
with,
yeah.
right, Tempest?
Oh yeah, he's just kind of perched on my shoulder. Yep.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I don't.
Oh, I need to make a little thingy for him. Yeah, I will do that for sure.
Oh, who's the blue person?
So when you guys pull up,
Oh God. Oh, it's.
it's her.
It's
So when you
person
guys
I
pull
put
up-
the gun on.
You see a
Sorry.
very familiar person, and I'll show you her picture again. Oh, where did my handouts go? Oh, there we go.
It's the. She was the. What the fuck was her name? It's the African American chick, right?
Frozen
Frozen
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Am I
Well,
right?
Blanca did say we were meeting her there.
She is. Yep.
She's in our notes as the figure on the roof.
I swear
I
to
just
God,
changed it to
that-
Frozen Phoenix.
There we go.
So she's standing there waiting for you. She has her face cover on and everything. Nobody's messing. There's people. I don't have them on here because I didn't want to make you guys wait for that. But you see her standing there. She's kind of leaning against the wall with her arms crossed. As you guys pull up and pile out of the car, Zachary goes over to the parking lot to the south and hangs out. He says, "I'll wait here. You just let me know whenever you're ready." And
Thanks, Zachary.
She's standing there with her arms crossed, leaning against the wall, just waiting for y'all to approach. You can put yourselves wherever you'd be standing. And in front of her, this is a sewer grate.
Oh, hey, Phoenix.
Oh, hey.
Duncan literally walks up waving with a smile.
Well, my goodness. Don't worry. No need to get defensive.
You
I
would
don't-
see
I
her
don't
eyes
have
go
a
to your
gun.
hip.
Yeah, he'll throw his cloak back, the cloak of the mountain bank, and he'll be like, no guns,
No armor.
no. And he kind of tugs on the straps of his backpack and then the strap across his chest. No armor as well. No need for that anymore. Yes, so you can get us into the underground. Is that what I'm understanding?
I can, actually. You have to be invited. That's why I was asking.
Well, we have this flyer that we found where we were the last time.
Yeah, that'll get you into the fight. But getting into the underground is a little more complicated. So
How much more complicated?
well, I hope you all feel like climbing down a ladder.
Can we just pay our way through? I have lots of gold.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Damn it.
That'd be too easy.
Well, I can climb, no problem. I'm much more worried about Master Tempest and Mistress Kira.
I don't need to climb.
Oh, that's right. Well, I'm worried about your friend.
Fly.
And then he looks at the pseudo dragon. Never mind, he can fly too. All right. Well,
Kira
Master Aegis,
exchange-
I'm worried about you.
As you would see Aegis wearing the boots of springing and striding.
Well, apparently everyone's doing well. Mistress Kira, I am deeply worried about you. Do you need help down?
Well, I have thumbs that are opposable and good for climbing. She looks over at Min and says, in Elven, sorry, but it's true.
Min can climb on my back if she needs to. Have her
Min
dig
is-
her
As big as you are.
I understand what you are saying with the words that are coming out of your mouth. Have her put her claws into my shoulders, and I will carry her down if need be. I will not have her fall and get damaged.
She's gonna look at Min. That's up to you, in Elven. But if you're digging your claws into his shoulders, he still needs use of the shoulders afterwards.
Oh, yes, please, not too deep.
Yeah, Min would she'd kind of like look around at everybody and then she'll go over to Marcus and just stand there and wait to be told what to do. Oops, I
Or
moved
you
the
could
phone.
go in the bag.
Marcus, no, hold on. As soon as she says that, Marcus is going to press into her mind. Well, big air quotes. And he's going to say, you don't need to press into her mind. Just climb on my back. You'll be okay.
Did you mean you don't have to climb in the bag?
Climb the bag. Sorry, not in my mind. I'm saying mind things.
Yeah. Yeah, so she would, when Kira says, and Kira, you would hear, you don't have to climb into the bag. But it sounds very distant and echoey. And Min, when you say the bag thing, she just kind of like steps closer behind Marcus.
Oh, look at that.
Yep, Kira just kind of shakes her head and like briefly puts a hand to her temple and just softly just, never mind, no bag.
Frozen Phoenix is kind of watching all of you as you're being your normal selves. And she just waits and she says, okay, if we're ready, we can descend.
Is there a ladder here?
So, assuming that everybody says they're ready, she would there's like a hole in the cover, the manhole cover here, that she will put her thumb into, and then she just pulls it up with more strength than you would have thought she might have, and moves it over to the side, and there is a ladder leading down into darkness.
Okay, let me ask you this: is the ladder steel, wood,
Steel.
rope?
Sorry, steel.
Steel. Okay, so it's like an actual ladder. So
Yeah.
it should not cause. It should not be difficult for anybody.
It shouldn't be. You do think Min would have some trouble going down a absolutely vertical ladder. So.
Okay. Yep. As we begin to descend, whoever's going for actually even Marcus would just be like, okay, he's gonna kind of tap Min on like the top of the head, and he's gonna say, "Get on."
So she actually kind of like meticulously and carefully grabs the shoulder straps of your backpack instead of into your shoulders itself, and you can feel her feet. You can hear the claws on the backside of the backpack. It's not ripping it open or anything, but you can hear that that's what she's digging into as opposed to digging into your flesh.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm gonna warding bond her before we go down into the horrible, horrible place.
Noted. Okay, so
I think Tempest will do the ladders for at least a little while until like shit gets weird.
Okay. Yep.
And Marcus is ready with Featherfall if anybody starts to get crazy. But yeah, Marcus will take the lead. He'll jump in with Min on his back.
Okay, so everybody give me, just to make sure that nobody rolls a nat 1, just give me an acrobatics or an athletics check.
Just for, I guess, looks sake, Bonkin will be last.
Okay. It wasn't a hard one, don't worry.
I'm gonna flash a genius on Marcus.
Okay, so that's a 12 then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just cause that's funny, but also he's got my cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Marcus, he starts to...
Oh god, she's way heavier than I thought.
Yeah, so since he's going in first too, so, it's a little bit slick.
He's also got a backpack with like 45 pounds.
He's got a lot of weight on him right now, plus a giant metal cat hanging off of the backpack. He's got a double backpack. So you do start to lose your footing a little bit just from the weight, but you're able to right yourself. You feel, because I think you've had Flash of Genius on you before.
A couple times.
Yeah, so you're familiar with that feeling, and it's almost just from your terms, it almost feels like if Kira were trying to press into your mind, but she's not trying to listen or anything. She's just trying to inspire you, your intelligence.
Yeah, and Marcus would immediately open his telekinetic network to anybody trying to reach in. So he'd be like, "Oh, yes, nope, don't worry, everything's fine here."
I always picture it as the like she does that and like the shadows shift slightly so you can see where to put your hand grip, like your hand better, things like that, where it's less telekinetic and more shadowy, where it's just like it glints just right to be able to see something kind of thing.
Bonk, and I saw that monk shit.
It looks like what you were doing.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to be handsy, and you were like, karate chopping.
Yeah, so everybody makes it down, and Phoenix is last because she puts the manhole cover back on. It doesn't seem like anybody notices you guys going in there, which there are people coming in and out of the mall, but everybody kind of minds their own business, so maybe it's suspicious or maybe it's not.
And nobody looks like they were slipping, right?
Nobody looked like they were
from the
slipping.
rest of the group.
Nope.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, everybody looked okay. You and Aegis were the two that probably had the most trouble, but both of you managed, which probably tells you exactly what the DC was. Okay, so when you get to the bottom, it is very dark. There's not lanterns or I mean, it's the sewers. It's kind of, it smells damp. It smells, like a sewer. Not poopy or anything like that, but just kind of gross. It just smells kind of gross and stale.
Do we want a little bit of light?
If you're
Can we-
capable
Can we
of
risk
creating-
light? Yeah, I can make it, but should we risk light down here?
Marcus looks at the frozen phoenix. Can we risk light? I mean, we're going into your underground. I assume we can see if we need to, correct?
You can see for sure. So I shouldn't be seen at the underground because, especially with you all, but I am gonna take you to the section of the sewer that will get you there the fastest. You could turn lights on. That's not a problem. It'll probably be better for the rats.
Who here cannot see? Marcus looks
Aegis
around at the
would-
group.
Aegis would instantly just tap the end of his staff and put a light on it.
So Marcus would pull out his right hand flail staff, and the flail would grow out of it and then like drop, and as it drops, the radiant enchantment would flash open. Is this bright enough for you, Master Tempest and Master Aegis?
That's more than enough light. I had a little extra something too from this new amulet you guys gave me, but yeah, that should be fine.
Oh, if you have something from your amulet, please.
No. It's fine. I can only do so many times. So I mean, if you guys can do
Oh.
it for free.
Oh, yeah. Well, I technically cannot do it, for free. It takes some of my mental energy, but it's already out, so here we go.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
at that point, Aegis will go ahead and snuff out the light on his staff.
All right.
And Marcus will hold the, as he's kind of like leading the charge with Bonkin, he'll hold out the flail.
Okay.
The radiant flail.
So she leads you guys about 15 feet forward and then stops and turns to the wall. And the wall underneath here has bricks. Like it's bricks in this section. And you can see her just with her finger, she draws sigils on 5 of them. And she stops for a second, and then you see her hand start to get icy, and she smacks her hand on that to make it touch all 5 of the bricks that got sigils. What's up?
Is it icy as in painful icy, or she's doing her icy frozen phoenix shit icy, which does not have any impact? Because if she looks like she's gonna be hurt, I'm gonna try to psi shield and not have her take any damage.
Oh no, it's just icy frozen phoenix shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
she's
love that,
immune.
though.
She's immune to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she, it looks like she conjured the ice. Like her hand becomes icy on purpose. And then she smacks it onto the sigils, and the sigils all light up a light blue on each of the bricks. And when she does that, the bricks, I hate to rip them off, but sort of Harry Potter style, they like rip apart and create a door opening. And she says, okay, I cannot go in with you because if I'm seen with you, I'm no longer any use to you. But just follow this east and it will get you there.
Are you like banished from this place?
I will be if I'm seen with you.
Are we banished from this place?
As long
Are
as
we
you
known?
don't announce that you're superheroes.
Ah, so they know
Fair
you're
enough.
a superhero and it's not us.
Correct.
Wonderful. Marcus at the bottom will take Min off of his back, and he'll give her a couple of good strokes across the back, up into her neck, up into the ears, and kind of like tickle behind her ears. You're a good girl. And he'll turn back to the rest of the group. Are we ready, Master Bonkin?
We should take off the badges or hide any indicator of the oath bearers.
Hey,
Bunkin, that means you should
Yeah.
probably tie a cloth around that so it's less visible.
Right, yeah. He'll put his thing and then, like, I guess, rip off a piece of his shirt and just tie it around his, like, shoulder.
I sent it in a message to Kira, but take an inspiration because that was a very intelligent
That
Kira
is-
thought that you just
Yeah,
had.
it's very
Absolutely,
good.
yeah.
Thank you.
And you guys will see Tempest. His clothes will kind of like shift a little bit to like maybe look a little bit more like, I don't know, underground badass. Maybe like somebody's like a leather jacket.
Oh, now you match me.
Yeah, a few little spikes. Why not?
You
Frozen
more
Phoenix-
match me.
Frozen Phoenix will look at you guys and say, there could be rats, there could be crap in here for you to fight. I always went the most direct route, but this was the best way I could get you on short notice. So be alert as you are traveling through here. Like I said, head east and it should lead you where to go.
Thank you. And I mean that honestly. I know our first meeting was you and I at odds as far as our social graces were concerned. But with where we're at now, I know you need to get back to the surface, so thank you. And he'll pull out 75 gold pieces in
Okay.
a small sack, and he'll just hand them to her. This is for you and for your cause.
She does take it. She doesn't even try to argue.
Yep,
she,
yep.
She full on takes it.
I'm gonna pull some.
Okay, she doesn't even argue, and she actually looks to. She kind of nods her head toward Bonkin, and she says, "Well, this guy with his relentless texting helped your cause here, so."
What is texting? Goodbye. Well, why are you running away? Bye.
So you guys,
FedEx.
I'm assuming you guys step through.
Oh yeah.
All right, 1 second.
Bonkin will kind of wait for everyone because it's one of them is either in the front, like Mark is always at the front and Bonkin's at the back. It's the way it normally is. And so when everyone else goes by, he'll just kind of go, "Yeah, I told you so."
As you guys step through, almost immediately after the last person steps through, the wall behind you does close. And she's just kind of standing there. She's got the coin in one hand, and she's just standing there, kind of waving with the other. Stay alert.
Bonkin's definitely waving back.
Okay.
Can I ask a DM question?
Yeah.
With the map that we're on right now, is above us on that street, is it actually Joe's Grill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is so fucking amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, wait, hang on. Where do I? It's all black. Oh God.
Yeah,
Oh no.
we'll
it's
adjust
not.
for lighting, but
No, it's not. She has got fog of war on. Holy shit.
So I know that we were talking about lighting and things, so I wanted to wait till we got in here to set that up, and then we'll end for. I know we're 10 over, and I'm sorry, guys, but
No, it's fine.
But I
We'll
don't want
end
to
the
end.
Yeah, that's fine.
and I'll make sure that I have a token for your little guy for the next week, Tempest.
Thank you.
He'll
Mhm.
go right next to Min. Or on Min's back. The
And
dragon
little-
riding the cat.
My
Yeah,
God, that's amazing.
If you have a pseudo dragon token, you can add the radius for light.
No, I wonder if I have one.
So I think that pseudo dragons have a radius for light. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Hang on. I might
You
actually.
saying pseudo dragons give off light? Is that what you're saying?
I think they do. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, or they can cast light, or they have dark vision of up to a certain radius.
Yeah, they do have dark vision. I
Oh, is it-
believe. Hold on a second.
Is that it?
Yeah,
Holy
dark
shit.
vision. Yeah.
Dark
Well,
vision
blind
out to
sight.
60 feet.
Oh,
blind
sight. That's what I was
Mhm.
thinking.
Yeah, blind out to 10 feet. Limited telepathy, magic resistance. Holy shit.
They're good.
But big thing at the bottom, it cannot attack.
Yeah, because it's
Oh.
familiar, it can't attack.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. So he'll go into combat with you, and if you need to perceive, he'll help with that part. But.
Right. I can just look through his eyes when I need to.
Okay. So yeah, I'll make sure that I have that token. So. Does anyone have a light source out right now, just so I can make sure we have the right amount of light showing?
Marcus did, right?
Yeah,
He
that's
just-
there,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, he had the sorry, I just dropped it. Okay, yeah, he had the flail out.
Okay.
The radiant flail.
All right. What was the radius? on that?
Which was a 30-foot radius.
Okay.
Let me
Circle.
pull that up.
And Candace, I'm assuming because I made that one's not going to be a problem? Or is that one going to be a problem?
Oh, you made it, so it won't be a problem.
Cool.
Yeah, it's just the same
Okay.
as the last time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, as we do go ahead and see those doors close, Aegis would be like, okay, it's game time now. So aid.
Oh, aid.
Yep, aid. Third level will go Marcus,
Oh, shit.
Marcus Bonkin, and probably Kira.
10?
10.
You said aid, right?
Yep, aid at
Okay.
third level, so that's an extra 10.
10. Okay. And you said it was Mark. I'm sorry. Because I do the
Marcus, Marcus,
you.
Bonkin, and Kira.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
got
I'm
it.
spoiled, and he does
Got
the conditions
Yeah,
for me, so I
I do
don't forget.
all. Yeah, because it throws me off. So it's Bonkin, Marcus, Kira.
See,
Gracias.
All right, so we're gonna leave here until next week. But what you guys see when you walk through is you can see that there is I'm just gonna move Kira so you guys can see everything here. So you can see that there is like a little landing here and stairs that apparently go down, and then it looks like there are stairs that go down over here as well.
I have one tiny thing before I forget in a week from now.
Yeah, yeah.
Marcus, if she said we should expect a fight because of the route we're taking, do you want to take a moment to put on your armor?
Marcus would smile, and do we have time for that, or do we not have time for that?
We can make time for safety. It's better that than making time for medical attention later.
That is the best thing that could have been said right now. And Marcus will sling his backpack around, drop it on the ground, and Candace, instead of using the thing, he will take his armor out, and over the course of the next 10 minutes, he will don his armor. So yeah, Marcus is back to his full armor.
Did you get a fucking Iron Man thing?
Kind of an Iron Man thing, because
It's actually cooler.
I spent a lot of 2 fucking weeks doing Iron Man things.
Cool. Wicked.
Very
Yeah.
fucking cool.
Yeah, so he puts his armor back on.
Yeah, wanted to make sure that I didn't forget to tell you that in a week and then
Yeah.
have you die squishy.
Yeah, that would suck as
Wait, could
that would
you
suck.
could you not do the Iron Man thing right now? So
Oh, I could, but it would take like 6 seconds.
Yeah, no, save the cool reveal for
Yeah,
later.
right.
Yeah, we're all about dramatics.
All right.
Theatrics.
That reminds me, Tempest, do you have any damage resistances? Like any of the elementals? No? Okay.
no, not
Genasi
currently.
don't.
Yeah, I keep track of like who has what, but I've got like Kira with 1, me with 1,
We're gonna read Sailor.
Bonkin is a champ.
Would
In a
you
second.
be doing things like putting resistance to being charmed and stuff on there, or are you just looking elemental? Like the
Yeah,
advantage stuff?
yeah,
Because it gets a
yeah,
little weird.
It's just the damage advantages, like charmed and stuff is just, yeah, I can't, I don't know, I don't have any,
I have that
Like-
counter charm thing that helps
Oh.
against that.
That's true.
right.
I was gonna say, like, innately, like, I have immunity to sleep and advantage against
Right.
being charmed
Yeah,
and
that's-
stuff
yeah.
like that.
That's more of like an on you thing.
Yeah.
The only thing that Tempest has is he doesn't really need to breathe if he doesn't want to.
As long as you're
Well,
conscious.
Yeah, as long as
As long
you're
as I'm
conscious.
conscious, yeah.
My poor Air Genasi started drowning at one point because I got
Yeah.
KO'd underwater because I went, I
Oh,
don't need
All right,
water
guys, we're
breathing.
gonna-
I
we're
don't
gonna go
need
ahead
to
and
breathe.
read Seiru. I really
Yeah,
appreciate you guys
that was
hanging out
sucky.
tonight. Hopefully y'all enjoyed
Just
it.
like the ultimate boss thing.
We will definitely
That is
see you
no bueno.
guys.
Yeah,
on
yeah, so stay
the future.
conscious in non-oxygenated
might
environments.
be doing
The word of advice.
I'm gonna try to.
We shall
Yeah.
see. But thank
When
you
the
guys for
DM
being
says,
here. And
what is the what's the biological compound of what you need to invade?
We